Good evening everyone, how you doing? Welcome to GameTech UK. It's Tuesday night, you know what that means, it's racing here on the channel. And that is a mixture of things. It could be PC racing, could be PlayStation 4, it could be a matter of any racing game. But tonight it's Gran Turismo. Haven't played Gran Turismo for a little while. I'm going to be playing a lot of Gran Turismo over the next 3 weeks. In the first line of the description, you will see that there is a little video for my 24-hour live stream announcement. I use Gran Turismo once a year when the Le Mans 24 hours is on, and I do a 24-hour charity stream for a children's hospice called Demelza, where I sit here on the channel and race constantly for 24 hours for charity. So far we've done, this is our third one. The first one we raised 3,800, the second one 4,500, and God knows what we're going to raise this year. So please check that out. It's the first line in the description. I would love you if you could give it a cheeky watch and maybe a little share later on. But yeah, tonight is Gran Turismo. We're in the Porsche Cayman. Oh, I wonder why. We're in the Porsche Cayman Cup. So we're all in Caymans. We're at the nice, friendly GameTech UK favourite, which is Dragons Trail Seaside. We're going to have 10 minutes qualifier, 3-hour race. The damage is on light. The tyres and fuel are on 5 times, but there is no ghosting, right? So I've taken the damage off. That's just on light. You have to really get hit hard for it to affect your race, but I have taken the ghosting off. We're used to Assetto Corsa now, aren't we? So let's have the ghosting off. I've got a real thing about ghosting. Ever since we moved over to Assetto Corsa on the PC and the PlayStation, it's like ghosting is just, no, I don't want any ghosting at all. Is it one long race? Yeah, well, 3 hours, yeah. 3 hours. So, yeah, I hate that in racing games. And I think ever since we started playing Assetto, it's sort of really, it's horrible, isn't it? You're just ghosting through everyone. So, yeah, we're going to have 10 minutes of qualifying. Max, I can hear him running around up there. He's saying 1 sec, I don't know what he's doing. How are you anyway? How's your day been going? Let me say some hellos. You know I love doing that. Stimson, Kyle, PJ Morris, Skippy's here. Hello Lars, we got Will, Andy's here. I said Stimson, didn't I? My boy Max is here. Guess who's racing with us tonight? Guess who it is? Rusty's back. So a massive hello to Rusty. Farmer Slim, we got Brad, we got Simhub, Just Boggy's here, Chris, we got Alfie, hello Lady Peaches, Big Gaming, Graham Brand just got in at the end there, didn't you? Kadinja, Scud is here, we got Steve, and another Steve called Mustang. Tommy Cavanagh's here, how you doing? Shall we get on with it? Yeah. That's all right. That's a good thing, isn't it? And Potter, yes, and Potter. I mean, my first GTS race back. It's my first proper GTS race for absolutely ages. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of Gran Turismo right up until the 24-hour. Then I have to be honest. I think probably, especially if I'm going to be playing it almost daily for 3 weeks, that's probably going to be not the end of Gran Turismo, but it's coming towards the end of its life, isn't it? And we're going to be moving into PlayStation 5 next, and maybe Gran Turismo 7 on release. So it really is the last legs now of Gran Turismo. But what a way to go out with a massive bang of raising money for charity using this game for the third time. Already we've raised nearly £8,000 just on this game, sitting here from this beautiful community. So it's just fantastic. I love Gran Turismo. I will always love this title, but I can't wait for the next title. Right, now we're going to use the in-game qualifying, right? So that means that, say for example, you crash. I'm talking to you racers now. If you crash, don't leave to come out the lobby and then think you can get back in. Just stay in. Just stay in. Yeah, going out of a 24-hour. Yeah, exactly. I think this is not the end of Gran Turismo, but we're coming to the end of it. You know, we've wrung out all the content we can do with Gran Turismo. So yeah, what a way to go out. Right, okay, let's start the qualifying. 10 minutes. Don't exit from qualifying. If you make a mistake or whatever, just go back to the pits and do it that way. And then we're going to start a 3-hour race. Really, Scud? That says a lot. Right, let's remember, we're here for fun though, right? No salt, no nothing, no name calling. No, I don't want to hear anything in the chat. Well, let's just enjoy it. But be careful on that first corner. Yeah, I do want to do an F1. Yes, I do. Yeah. Right, I'll position my little box perfectly as well, so you can see exactly how much time is remaining. So the Porsche Cayman, what a beautiful little car. This is the GT4 version. Yeah, if we see any silt, just ignore it. Exactly, we're here for fun. I'm hoping I haven't chose a time of day that is too dark. There are dark sections on the track, but it actually looks quite nice, I think. Yeah, that's a shame, Madman. So I do need to concentrate. I do want... oh, my son's in as well, so that's hence why we haven't got the spectate cam in, which I will have on the 24-hour. But my son is in, Max, so he's racing with us. And me and Max have had quite a few battles today. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm definitely going to be trying... My aim... I don't know if this is even possible, but I'm going to try and get my A license by the time the 24-hour starts. That's what I would like to do. That is my little mini ambition. So that means plenty of daily race streams. I'm going to need plenty of luck. Hello Brett, how are you? And if I've missed anyone, welcome to the stream. Feel free to leave me a little cheeky like. If I could get 131 likes straight away, that would really, really help the stream, as you know, because I'm always banging on about it, and I... Right, let's try and put in a fast one here. Mustang, I've got the Gran Turismo wheel, actually, the Thrustmaster TGT. It is an absolute beauty. I love this wheel. Yeah, definitely, Stimson, don't worry. It hasn't been forgotten. I do need to get back to The Last of Us 2. That will probably... I might try and fit that in Thursday and start it again. Guess what? Guess what? Out of the blue, we was chatting about it today, talking about nostalgia on the channel and old stuff that we used to enjoy. And I always mention it, that Conan was so good as a community game. I've only gone and got a server, so we're starting a community server again. God knows why. But we're doing... a really old game, it's about 2 years old, maybe even longer. We're doing a Conan server, so on the PC, but yeah, it's going to be a private server. Everyone is welcome. Yeah, I do want to get it covered. Yes, I do. Yeah, I want to keep that bit black maybe and have that bit red. I'm not sure. Ian Jones, thank you very much. You are a lovely geezer. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Oh, it will be good fun, I guarantee. Yeah, I think Friday night, we're going to start our first stream and open up the server to everyone. We're going to go in completely new. Everyone will be new. Even if we do some practicing before, we will wipe the server for Friday night. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, nice one, Cyber. It's a lot of fun, I'm telling you. Yeah, thank you, Ian. And I'm wearing a livery. You won't see it now, but I'm wearing a lovely livery that the awesome Pete has made for me, because this is going to be one of the cars that we're going to do on the 24-hour as well. Do you need just the base game? Yeah, just get the base game. I think if you've got the better versions, it just means that you've got more building pieces available to you. So yeah, just get the base version. It's a tenner. Yeah. And then if you like it, or you know you want to do it, I've paid for 3 months on the server as well, so we've got a 3-month nice commitment. I'm not saying it's going to be on the channel for 3 months. It might be longer than that, but if people are going to come into the server and spend time, invest time building bases and all that sort of stuff, you want to know that the server's there for a certain amount of time. So I've paid for 3 months for 20 slots as well, so 20 of us can play together for 3 months as a minimum. So, but that's what all the member money is all about. It's all good. That is exactly what it's for. Thank you, PJ Morris. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. Andy, haven't you already got it? Didn't you play that? Didn't you play that when... I could have sworn you played it. No, it's a private server, so you can go in whenever you want. Yeah, whenever you want. I could have sworn you joined in, Andy. Could have sworn you did. But yeah, tenner, CD keys. Don't forget to use the link, of course. Right, we're down to 6th. Okay, we've got enough time to put in a fast one. But yeah, you can do what you want on there. Honestly, it's a bloody good game. And whenever we talk about No Man's Sky, oh yeah, the building and all that, and even the recent game, Grounded, I sort of, at the end of it, I'm thinking, this is just like Conan. Oh, it's not like Conan. Oh, it hasn't got the base building and all that sort of stuff. No, let's just go back to Conan. And that's what I thought today. I thought, yeah, I know it's not the latest game, and I'm not here just for the latest game. It is one of the best community games that I've had on the channel, bar none. You know, people getting involved, people playing on stream, off stream. You know, we built that huge GT UK sign. It probably is one of the best community games I've had on the channel, where we can all play together, and up to 20 of us can play now as well. So it's all good. It's all good. No, I guarantee it'll be fun when we go on expeditions and stuff like that. Like I say, I know it ain't going to be the busiest stream. It's a bloody old game, but I'm not too fussed about that. I'm more fussed about just enjoying it and having fun and getting as many people involved as possible. So if you have got Conan on the PC, there will be a server available. Will, thank you very much, mate. Will185, thank you, sweetheart. How are you, Skippy? Appreciate that, Will. Oh, look at Rusty, straight back to work, straight up the front. Yeah, that's a shame, Jay. Yeah, there's be plenty more though. Yeah, we're gonna be doing lots of GT over the next 3 weeks because of the 24-hour coming up. Right, one last lap. Yeah, and you can build wherever you want. You can have your own settlement. We can have a communal settlement. Have whatever you want. Me and Max spent a fantastic, I think it was about 8 to 10 hours one Saturday afternoon, right into the early hours. Me and Max, just not on stream, just playing together. We built this sort of shoe-looking house, like old Mother Hubbard lives in a shoe. Oh my God, the fun we had that day, wasn't it, Max? It was absolutely awesome. And never again. Why not, Jay? I'm still playing that, by the way. I still keep dipping into it. Coming through on a fast one. You got a big penalty to get rid of. It is a pricey wheel, Mustang, but you will have no problems with the G29. But don't overlook the T150 Pro. I have done a video of it on my channel. It's a very that's the one that Max uses. It's a very nice wheel, and around the same price, maybe a little bit more expensive. Right, we've got a 9th there. That's all cool. Yeah, I haven't delved into it much, but it's one that I keep loading up of an evening, just doing a little bit, you know, just to say that I'm still playing it in my mind, you know. Hey, there's Maxi boy, done his own livery tonight with Max written on the front. Awesome little lad. There's no streams tomorrow. It's Max's last day home before school, and I've had him now for 6 months at home, and I've loved every minute of it. It's been awesome. So tomorrow we're going to go out. Hopefully the weather's good, and I'm going to take him out on my motorbike all day, and we're going to go out and we're just going to have a good old ride out adventure tomorrow before he goes back to school. Yeah, I did, Stimson. Yeah, this is why I want to get back to making videos. That was a perfect subject to make videos about. So once Thursday comes and everyone is back to school and back to work, then I can take a breath, and make loads of videos. Looking forward to it. Did you really, Jay? Why? Because of the port or because of the actual game itself? Oh, we still got another minute. Right, so it's a 3-hour race. No more time for any more, and there's no time for nervous wheeze now. You're in the lobby, that's it. Yeah, it's good to see Sab there. I'll tell you what, one thing that was lovely, considering how long it is since I've properly played Gran Turismo, to have a full lobby was absolutely fantastic. Love it. Yeah, I can't wait to get one of them cards, and it's only going to be in a couple of weeks, isn't it? Yeah, that'll be my treat to me after the 24-hour, I think. There's Maxi Boy, look. There he is. He's done that livery this afternoon. Nothing's happened, Minners. I've just been on holiday, and, you know, it's summer holidays. I had a week off last week. Maxi Boy, what are you doing? Yeah, nothing's happened to it, Minners. It's coming back, don't you worry. I just literally haven't had time. You really should have paid, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get the 3090. It's just a little bit too expensive. Yeah, I think the 3080 is more than enough. They're saying they're actually putting in their own advertisement twice the power of a 2080. So fuck yeah, I'm having it. Nah, that's alright, Max. It's all fine. Right, let's just take it easy on the first corner, please. Yeah, no salt. It's a full lobby, and we're coming up to the first corner. Let's look at my livery. Look, lovely Pete made me that for Demelza. Right, let's go. Yeah, well, I've just done my motherboard and CPU, haven't I? So I've got the i9 9900K. So, yeah, it's perfect now to put that 38 in there. Right, nice and sweet through here. Look at this. The lads are back. Look at this. Look. Proper racing. Fantastic. And don't the Porsche Cayman look good? I do love a sexy Cayman. So I've gone for super soft straight away because of the qualifying. But I think I will revert to softs after that and try and eke it out a little bit. It probably does, Cyber, yeah. I still think Gran Turismo is going to take a lot of beating graphically. I mean, look at it. You know, and she's getting old now. I mean, that's another old title. Will, £1.49 for some salt. That's a lot of salt, Will. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. That is a lot of salt. We got no salt here. Those days are gone. That's why I like the little break we've had from it. Hello, Big J. How are you? It's not bad, is it, CT? Yeah. I think they're definitely competing. Thank you, Big J. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. You're a lovely geezer. You're still green in Discord anyway. So, oh, who's that? Who's off? Oh, someone else is off. Slipping through. Oh, fucking hell. I'm slipping through. Nah, that's all good, Big John. Hello, Dapper Dan. How are you? So you can see just above me we've got 2 hours and 57 minutes. That's all right, John. I appreciate that, mate. Well, they're doing the 3090, aren't they? They're not doing a TI or anything like that. It seems that the 3090 is the big boy. Hello, Salika. How are you? They probably will, won't they, Andy? Yeah, they probably will. But I think the 3080 is gonna, along with a decent processor, is gonna cut quite a bit. Cut quite a bit, I think. And talking about my system personally, I've got the 12 gig Titan X first generation, so I think that 3080 is going to be a nice little jump. Well, my Titan X has lasted nearly 4 years, so yeah, it was expensive, but if you buy right, you know, whoa, if you buy if you buy right, it's going to last you, isn't it? And my machine still kicks ass. I mean, okay, I've just upgraded the processor, but you know, it's all good. And as we know, gaming is mostly about the graphics card. Not all, but mostly. Oh god, yeah. Oh shit, madman. What did you get in yours? You got the 2070, didn't you? Yeah, you might want to mute this bit on the stream, madman. Yeah, of course, Mustang, of course. Don't say super, madman. Well, we're keeping up with the pack. This is all good. It's all good so far. We've got a long way to go yet. And 3 hours, let's be honest, is a drop in the ocean. In 18 days' time, I've got to do 24 hours. 24 hours of live streaming using Gran Turismo. And only one track as well, the Le Mans track. Pure endurance. Can't wait. Yeah, Max is in there. Yeah, there he is. Look, he's up there. Looks like he's under pressure. Yeah, that's good for now, Stimson, definitely. I can't wait to play Flight Sim again. Now I've got my new monitor. That shitty 1080p monitor, which I pretty much chucked away. Yeah, I've got a lovely 2K IPS monitor, so might have to turn the settings down a little bit if I want to get that 2K resolution. But at least I can see where the bloody runway is now. I'm telling you, I'm not joking. I had trouble seeing where it was. Max has the T150 Pro. Hello DH, how are you? This is a lovely race so far. I haven't got spectate cam on tonight because obviously I want Max to join in as much as possible. But I will have the spectate cam on the 24 hours, so you'll be able to see all those lovely liveries and see all the action from Le Mans. £90 for a T-flight, really? Bloody hell. Yeah, they're not silly, are they? They're not silly. Hello, Pug, how are you? Yeah, they knew Flight Sim was coming a little while ago. I'm sure they were $39.99. But even at that price, the T-Flight is such a good little joystick. It really is. It's sort of basic and no frills, but you don't really need those frills. It's just a really good joystick. Yeah, they went down really cheap because there wasn't really any games to actually like use them with, you know. And now obviously they've got Flight Sim. Well done, Max. Yeah, Max has a channel. He's going to start streaming once he's all settled in back to school. Or start streaming again, I should say. Look at Rusty out there in front. Love it. I bet he's enjoying being back. Hopefully he is. Obviously he's had his little kiddie, hasn't he? And he's been concentrating on daddy duties. Now he's taking a few hours off and joining us back on the track. Well, especially if you're on PC, Jay, you don't need the T-Flight HOTAS 4, which is the blue one for the PlayStation. You could get the T-Flight HOTAS X, I think it's called, which is the red one. Yeah, it's the red one, which is actually for PlayStation 3. Whoa, he's coming through there. Yeah, be careful there. Which is actually for PlayStation 3, but it works perfect on PC. Yeah, definitely, Guy. That's why I'm going to spend the day with him tomorrow. I've had him home with me for 6 months now, which I've loved. We've had a right good time. And tomorrow is our last day together. So I'm going to take him out on me. Will, thank you very much, mate. I'm going to take him out for the day tomorrow. So no streams tomorrow. Proper father and son day. Yeah, thank you, Pete. There's a link there to, I'm doing a 24-hour live stream on the 19th of this month. Oh, yeah, it is this month, isn't it? Is it the 1st of September today? It is. Raising money for charity. So I'd love you to check that video out a bit later on. Put it in your watch list for later. Or watch it now and come back. It's only a couple of minutes long. Well, it is a bit sad, Alex. I've loved having him home. Love it. And now, because obviously it's 6 months, it's so long, it just feels natural now that he's home all day, and he's no trouble at all. I mean, we play games together, you know, it's just, you know, we're like mates as well as father and son. So yeah, tomorrow is our last day. My wife's at work, so it's literally just me and Max. So fingers crossed for the weather, and I'm just going to take him out on the bike. We're going to have a little ride out. Well, charity, Demelza, same as last year. Well, the one before last year, I did Help for Heroes, didn't I? But yeah, Demelza. It's all in that video. Links in the description of that video, Joseph. Put your money where your mouth is, and definitely sort that out. Right, so we've got cheeky third here, very happy with that. Everything is going fine. We've got Rusty and Potter ahead of me, and Kirk is next to me, which is not really where I want him. No, of course, there's never any pressure to do anything here. You know, there's no pressure. No one has to donate. You know, it's all good. It's all good. Obviously, I'm going to be promoting it a lot over the next 18 days, but of course, I want to do the best for the charity that we possibly can. All charities have had a really hard time through lockdown. You know, no one's been doing fun runs and, you know, all this, that, and the other that people normally do. So I want to try and make this year as special as possible. But even if it isn't, even if it ends on what it is now, 270 quid we've raised so far, it doesn't matter. It's still going to a good cause. So yeah, there's no pressure on anyone, absolutely not. First and foremost, help me by help me by watching the stream for 24 hours. Keep me alive. Keep talking. Yeah, Dunkirk, yeah, it's alright. It's all good. Yeah, definitely Madman. That's not what we're here for. We can catch back up. Luckily, the damage is on next to nothing. On low damage, which, I mean, normally I'd have to go pitted now, but it's fine. Yeah, watch that paintwork, yeah. It's fine though. I'm feeling strong tonight. Feeling competitive. Sorry, Kada. That was, oh shit. That was some erratic braking there, Kada, and I'm so sorry. Shit. I'm so sorry. Fucking hell. I still think I'm on WRC9, don't I? Sorry, Kada. I don't know if it was me. I mean, I did give you oh, okay, yeah, he's all good. I did give you a little nudge. I don't know whether it was me that sent you into Tuesday of next week. But, yeah, all good, thank you, Hyper. Look like rubber banding. Yeah, let's call it that. Nah, I'm always feeling strong, Alex. Always feeling strong. You do need to work on your chuckle after saying sorry. I think I do chuckle every time I say sorry about something. Good to see Slimmy in here as well. How are you, Kenny? I'm going to squeeze one more out of here. You didn't fancy racing tonight, Kenny? Oh, it's a killer, that chicane. No, I haven't bothered with Project Cars 3. For whatever reason, I didn't get sent it. And I don't fancy paying 50 quid for something that I literally haven't heard one good word about. So, nah, I'll get sent it eventually, I'm sure. Maybe it's because I keep banging on about how I don't like Project Cars 2. They probably thought, fuck him, we're not sending it to him. Oh, nice one. What you having done? Don't forget pics. Oh, that's all right, Kenny. Yeah, so I think the way that, yeah, it's something to do about actually slate the game. Yeah, but I'm not going to change my opinions just to get games. I mean, if they don't like my opinion, then yeah, they don't send me the game. I'm happy with that. If I really want it, then obviously I'll buy it. But yeah, I'm not going to change my opinion just to get games. That's when it all starts going down the rabbit hole of, no, fuck that. My opinion will always be my opinion, rightly or wrongly. You've got to stand by, you know, if you do one thing, it's stand by your opinions, isn't it? Right, I need to pit here. Send you to convince you for it. And then I could have started going, wow, Project Cars 2, it's actually really, really good. All I'm hearing is bad things about it, how dated it looks and unpolished it looks. It's ridiculous. Crazy. Right, we're going to go softs now. You get an email with a code, yeah. If I do, I'll show it to you. I do want to try it. I said all along, didn't I? But I just don't fancy investing 50 quid in something that I know isn't very good. Even if it turns out to be fun, from what I'm reading, the real key elements, you know, are just not there. Yeah, just not there. I like Grid. Grid gives me all of that sort of simcade action that I need, especially the old touring cars. We must go back to that, actually. We had some fun with them touring cars. Yeah, Project Cars 2 on the PC and VR, yeah, definitely. Oh, nice one, Kenny. Is that where it's sort of sat and just needs them sort of bits to get it up and to good condition? And they're doing Project Cars Mobile as well, aren't they? And it's all a bit like, what, you know, yeah, when Codemasters brought them, I made a video about it, didn't I? You know, it could be good for Project Cars 3, or it could be bad, and it's turned out that it's bad. Is it simply Mad's Studios' fault, or is it Codemasters' fault? I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to get to the bottom of it, that's for sure. First, I have to try it. Someone has made a decision in the development of that game that doesn't know about gaming. That's my opinion. A boss, basically. A boss has been shown figures of what arcade games do as opposed to sim, and they've gone, right, let's use our name, let's use the Project Cars. See, people were saying, well, why didn't you call it like Project shit, you know, or just call it another name? But if you think about it from a marketing point of view, what better name to have, rightly or wrongly, than Project Cars 3, you know, because that's what people want, so that's what people will buy. It's a very, very strange move, and I think Project Cars 4 will be the absolute nuts, trust me. It will be on the PlayStation 5, it will be ray tracing, it will be full sim. Project Cars 4 is going to be spot on. Project Cars 3 is just yeah, a bit of a cash grab. It's just a pointless development. No, they're not making that. I think that was all advertisement, you know. Yeah. PR. Yeah, I don't want any more racing games with frame rate issues, you know. Oh yeah, the VR tours, they are crazy, yeah. Yeah, one of them's got a coffee machine in it. Oh, definitely. I can't comment too much, Richard, because I've only seen a few bits, and I haven't got the game, so I'm just going based on the just general feedback, really, that I trust. See you later, Big Gaming. Or Buy Gaming? Big Gaming? Well, Gran Turismo 7 on the PlayStation 5, it's going to be the daddy, isn't it? It's going to be the daddy. I know, Alex. So imagine the next one. Oh my god, imagine the next one. With ray tracing, and it's just going to be magnificent. Yeah, it's going to be really good. Whoa, get over! Get... Whoa! That's alright, Alfie, you're not late, it's all good. If it doesn't have double deckers, yeah. Hello, Sandcastle. Yeah, I did have a nice holiday, actually. Yeah. I feel nice and refreshed. Everyone's pretty much back to normal now. My wife's gone back to work today. Max is going back to work Thursday. So, yeah. Can we draw a line under it? You know, I don't know. Obviously, putting all those terrible, terrible deaths to one side, which is a tragedy. But are we going to start drawing a line under it, or is everyone going to go back and then it's all going to happen all over again? I literally don't know. You've never played a VR game in your life? Stimson! What are you saying sorry for? Tell me what you've done first before you say sorry. That always worries me. Hello, Kyle. Carl Heverington. Yeah, I saw that, Kenny. Yeah. What, chip in by telling him how good it is, Andy? Yeah, I got you, Alex, yeah. I want to try and get up and have a race with someone, because this always happens, especially on a longer track like this, is that the everyone sort of thins out and gets their position. Like I'm 7th at the moment, which is fine, but I don't want to just drive around, and especially when Spectate Cam isn't on, I want to keep the stream as interesting as possible for you. So I'm going to try and do my best and catch up with Max so we can have a battle. No, my wife's gone back to work. I meant Heavy, sorry, yeah. My wife's gone back to work today, and Max is going back to work on, back to school on Thursday. Just been handed a McFlurry. What is Pivers doing at the back there? What's he up to? Well, I'm going to try and just short shift a little bit. 6th place now. I think what I've got to do is I've got to try and stay out as long as possible, make the tyres last as long as possible, so when people do pit, we're not just doing this sort of all parade around at the same distance between us. Hopefully I can try and make something up. So even if I slow down a bit to fuel save, that might pay dividends when everyone starts pitting. Yeah, Rusty's still got it, hasn't he? Well, we're doing that now, Cameron. Obviously, I haven't got the GT4 version, but yeah, we're in the Cayman right now. But it will be used on the 24, but not the only car. I can't just do one car. It's bad enough having one track. A visor sticker? No, I've been toying with doing little bits. I'm going to leave it standard. It's got such a beautiful classic look to it. I'm 48 years old. The minute I start buoying it up, I think I'm just going to ruin the look of it. I'm getting the wheels done, refurbished, a couple of weeks, right? So I don't know whether to go black wheels. It looks so beautiful and lovely and silvery and bright and shiny that I think with black wheels, I'm just going to lose that sort of brightness. So I think I'm just going to get them done silver again. Yeah, exactly, and you don't have to boy racer a Porsche, it's already a Porsche, isn't it? Yeah, stay tuned, Guy. Yeah, I've already put a hint, not a hint, but one midlife crisis at a time. I've already put details in Discord about what cars I'm definitely going to be using. So we're definitely going to be using this. So we're going to have a Porsche Cayman Cup, probably 3 or 4 hour endurance, just the Caymans again. We're going to be doing the GR1 Porsche 919 against the Toshiba Toyota T whatever it is, so they'll be versus each other. What else did I say? We've got a couple of classics, the GT40, which is N300. We're going to do some like Lamborghini Countach and all that. Are you having a midlife crisis? No, I'm just having a stream, mate. Yeah, so that's what we're using so far. Yeah, exactly, Pete. I reckon Toshiba would make nice cars, actually, don't you? I don't think Beko. You've probably all heard of the cheap washing machines, Beko. I don't think Beko would make a nice car. I think Toshiba would make a nice car. Who else? Breville. I don't think Breville would make a nice car. Sony would probably make a nice car. I mean, they are thinking about it, aren't they? Dyson. Dyson would definitely make a good car. I'm surprised Dyson haven't done that, you know, to go alongside Tesla. I'm really surprised that Dyson haven't got something in the works there. Lenovo as IBM, but yeah, that would be good. Yeah, Beko are Turkish. Yeah, I went out on a boat trip in the motherland, and there's an island, and the owner of Beko, he actually owns an island. It's big as well. You slate the motherland. Melhaba. And the Henry, yeah, little Henry car. That's pretty much a Fiat 500, really, isn't it? They could have called that the Henry and Henrietta. Nike would probably make a good car for some reason. Don't know why. What you got? I've got Nike. I've got Nike 600. Have you? Actually, it sounds more like a motorbike, doesn't it? Yeah, probably better. Yeah, Apple car. Oh, of course. Yeah, they've got to be thinking of that, haven't they? Microsoft car. That'll be bloody. Or the windscreen will just blue screen every couple of days, wouldn't it? Yeah, one of them little red, little tight ones. Yeah. PC specialist. Awesome. Well done, Pete. Yeah, I'd like to buy a PC specialist car. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. When would you like delivery? Well, soon. Ah, that's the problem. We're taking orders for 2050. Yeah, and it'll stop working every 3 years. It'll start slowing down, wouldn't it? Oh, did they, Ethan? Oh, okay. It makes sense, doesn't it? Right, we've got 2.5 hours to go. We are still in this for the long run. They'll deliver the car at your funeral. Oh, God. Hello, Joseph. Yeah, it's going good. In fact, yeah, I'm surprised there's not more collaboration of car brands, things and car brands like, yeah, Samsung and Subaru. I'm surprised that doesn't happen more, because it happens elsewhere in life, doesn't it? You know, I don't know, Febreze gets involved in bleach. It makes perfect sense, doesn't it? I'm always fascinated by collaborations. You know, it makes sense, doesn't it? A Febreze gets put into bleach, and you know, you buy that. I love collaborations. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more in cars. A car made by Slightly Mad Studios that looks shitter than the last version of the car. That wasn't much cop to start with. There's my review, and I haven't even played it. How unprofessional of me. Take that back, Kenny. It's not laps, it's done on time, this one. See what I'm saying about just trying to short shift and stay out? All of a sudden, I know it ain't going to last, but I'm up there in seconds. So I like this, where we sort of move around, you know? I wonder why they didn't send a code. Thank you, SimHub. Tell the race officials thank you, and I'll be up to see her later. Right, I'm gonna just go up on the leanness just for a minute. Her? Yeah. Endurex 4x4. Play girl suit out, Sim. Let's, you know, let's get it right. Nice one, Alex. Just short shifting a little bit earlier there, just to try and make the most of staying out. Yeah, test the truck. Yeah, that's it, end of conversation. A Logitech car where the dial doesn't work properly. The little red dial doesn't work properly. Oh, thanks, mate. Just stick it on the floor there and I'll grab it in a second. Oh. No, put it up there on the... Yeah, thanks, babe. Thanks, darling. I'm surprised companies send you anything. Well, I'm not here just to be sent stuff. That's like I say, when it all starts to go wrong. When you're concentrating on, oh, I'll say that to get sent that. Nah, not a chance. Overpriced but sexy, yeah. That really would be a direct drive car, wouldn't it? Right, we'll refuel after this one. And then I can grab me tea while I'm in the pits. You're just going with this now, aren't you? Right, I'm pitting next anyway, so Don't fight me too much. Yeah, YouTube car. Yeah, yeah. Where it takes you where it thinks you need to go. It makes journey recommendations, and you end up down some dodgy dark alley every time you go out in it. Like that video I sent earlier, Will. I don't know how I got there. I'm coming over. I'm coming over. I'm coming over. Go on, cough out the way. There can't be 50% Fortnite clickbait. Oh shit. Alright, I'm gonna get me tea. Shit, proper pit stop. Here we go. Me dog's thinking, what the fuck? What's going on? Oh shit, I've got to get me seat back. It's fine. Go, go, go. That's a proper 24-hour pit stop, that is. Oh, yeah. And we go in one. Lovely. There you go. Well, I'm going to keep short shifting again. Down, darling. My dog's just standing in the middle of the room, just like, what do I do? The door's shut. What do I do? Go on, in your bed, darling. You're putting me off. Hello, Tok. How are you? You learned a lot about motorbikes. One of the favourite comments was, you got your side lights on, sweetheart. I thought that was brilliant. Oh, and there was another one as well. Utterly fantastic. YouTube comments never fail to give me a laugh. Utterly fantastic. I know. Crack me up. But that other one, your side lights are on, love. You've left your side lights on. Truly fascinating. Yeah, Rusty's always doing well. I don't think Potter is staying all evening. I think he's got to get up early, although I reckon he'll be tempted as he's second to stay in the seat, maybe. I'm interested in what she does to prepare herself for the video. That would be the video you'd want to see. Other than that, fuck off. Yeah, evidently. Oof. Oof. £10 says he'll stay in the race. Yeah, I think he will. Thank you, DJ. Appreciate that. Snazberries, is that you? Fucking hate oof. The new though. It's just there's. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't look. I'm about to change. Love it, Top. We're doing alright though. I'm quite happy with the race. I think I'm actually fuel saving alright on this one. That's the Thrustmaster TGT. Sorry to hear that, Pivers. Have I been to Scarborough? I think I have been to Scarborough actually, yeah. I can't remember what for, so it must have been a bit shit. But yeah, I'm sure I have. Sorry. Scarborough, Scarborough. Is there like a fun fair there? Scarborough. It's the seaside, isn't it, Scarborough? Wow. Oh come on! If you don't remember, if you know you went somewhere, but you can't remember it, it's not that good, is it? You know, think about it. Think about places you've been on holiday. You know you've been there. Can you remember any of it? No, it was shit then. Right, we're giving a bit of action with Maxi Boy. Scarborough Bike Racing Track. Oh, okay. How are you, Mondo? Crashed any more cars yet? Or you been behaving yourself? Max, you keep banging on that ceiling. I am going to come up there and I will dismantle your bedroom, put it in a box and leave it in the garden for 1 year. Honestly, he's right above me and obviously he's just come off, which is fair enough. But he's just banged his foot on the bloody ceiling. You do that, I'm going to box your bedroom up. Right, we're 7th at the moment, but I've been doing a little bit of short shifting. He sounds serious. It's horrible. The ceiling just goes poof. He's probably not even doing it hard, but where I'm below him, it's horrible. Do you not think GT Sport looks dated now? Well, well, this is the thing, isn't it, Troy? Name a racing game on the PlayStation 4 that actually looks better than this. So no, it's not dated. Yeah, I don't think it is. Because name me one that's really took the crown from this. I don't know if there is. Which is a sad state of affairs, actually. No, I wasn't. I didn't mean to like answer you back with it. I was sort of saying it out loud, really. Yeah, I suppose it is dated, but what's bettered it? You know, what has bettered it? Nothing, I don't think. So, yeah, no, I don't think it is dated. Someone said in the stream earlier, didn't they, Stimson? Was you? Oh, you was involved in truck driver development, though, wasn't you? Fuck off! If I was, it would have been a lot better than what it is. Trust me. Well, the PS4 is dated, yeah, but look at how good the PS4 has done. Look at The Last of Us. all these last titles, Final Fantasy, amazing what that little box of tricks that was already underpowered when it come out. It was already underpowered compared to, you know, how they normally come out, better than PCs, don't they? This generation, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox, yeah, they're going to come out, you know, they're going to come out punching, aren't they? The PlayStation 4 and the Xbox did not come out punching. They come out sort of fairly embarrassed, really. Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm your new PlayStation. I'm your new Xbox. There was none of that fanfare, was there? So considering what they've done with these little little boxes, bloody hell, you know? Amazing, really. Hey, everyone. Which Forza, though, Will? Which Forza? Because obviously if you're talking about Forza Horizon 4, then obviously that's a later game than this, isn't it? I did go harsh on the Xbox with the voice. Oh, you think Motorsport 7? No, I don't agree with that. No, we have played both on the channel. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Rise looks pretty good. Yeah, it does, yeah. Well, Dreamcast was, I think it still is, one of the best consoles of all time. The Dreamcast was way ahead of its time. Way ahead of its time. I loved it. You know, Ferrari 355 Challenge, 18-wheeler. There's loads of stuff on there. Shenmue. You know, it was a really good console. You know what the nail in the coffin was to the Dreamcast? Was the fact that, like, you could chip the PlayStation 2, and I had the PlayStation 2 chipped, and I used to download games. Shoot me. But it was difficult, you know, you had to find someone to chip it, you had to get your little cheat cartridge, load in the game at the right time. It was a pain. Half the time I just didn't even bother. With the Dreamcast, they come on these gigadiscs, which were meant to be impossible to crack. Someone worked out you didn't need to crack it. You just put the files onto a CD and run the games off of that. You could actually put dodgy copies in your Dreamcast without getting it chipped. Just plonk them in like you would a game, and that killed, it absolutely killed the Dreamcast way ahead of its time, because no one brought any titles. They just downloaded it, chucked it on a CD, and did it that. Yeah, crazy. But you remember all the fanfare and the build-up and, you know, the talk of the console. I don't know, back then, maybe it's nostalgia, maybe it's as you're getting older. It was exciting, you know, when they used to talk about the emotion engine in the PlayStation 3. You know, these were all exciting times. I don't feel, although we're due a new generation, I don't feel excited by what we've seen so far. You know, this next generation, there's no. The most exciting I've got is ray tracing, which is great, and haptic feedback on the controller. Other than that, it's just more of the same, isn't it? Which, as a gamer, is great, because I want more of the same. But there's none of that excitement. But maybe it's because we're older. Maybe it's because the internet wasn't as popular back then, so you was waiting on news all the time, wasn't you? Reading it in gaming magazines. Now it just comes up on your phone. You know, it's just there, isn't it? I don't know. Upside down strawberry game, yeah. Yeah, there's no massive leap in technology, but you say that. The weird thing is, yeah, I agree with what you're saying, but actually, if you think about it, there's a fucking huge leap in technology. You know, we're getting up to 4K with the potential to go to 8K. We're talking ray tracing. There is the jump in technology. I think it's just the they're smaller steps, aren't they? They're smaller steps. Yeah, like Pug says, they're smaller steps. And we're so spoiled now, you know, we want it and we get it. Simple as that. I think this short shifting is working to an extent. I'm quite pleased. I mean, I know we're going between sort of 3rd and 8th or 9th at the moment. Probably, Alex. I get very, very excited. You know how much I love gaming. I live and breathe gaming. I just fucking love it. So yeah, when I get in the zone, there's no stopping me. And when I saw the Gran Turismo reveal, I was genuinely excited. You know, genuinely. Like, I couldn't believe what we were seeing. I just couldn't believe it. Love it. Nostalgia plays a huge part. A huge part in gaming, I think. And that's why when people complain about, oh, it's another sequel. Yeah, but as you get older, you appreciate the older version and relish the new version, you know? Nostalgia plays a huge part, I think, in gaming. I was fully talked. Oh, yeah. Oh, Sab's left. What are you doing, Sab? That's a shame. So we've just almost done our first hour here. Ah, the CPC, it's above me. My beautiful Amstrad CPC 464 that I got at the age of 11. So even younger than Max, and it's still up on my shelf now. It's been with me since I was 11. Bloody hell. Love it. I can remember switching it on Christmas Day for the very first time, seeing that blue screen come up, the yellow writing, and then just that OK flashing at me. And that was the start of just a huge love affair with gaming. Of course, I had the love affair with gaming before that. Pong, the arcades, my friend ZX Spectrum. But for me, it started that day, Christmas morning, switch it on, the yellow text and that flashing OK, fucking hell, to tonight. You know what I mean? It hasn't stopped. Oh, did you, Sab? Oh, shit. Sorry, mate. Hello, Owen. How are you? Yeah, just ready, yeah. And I couldn't believe it was mine. You know, I just couldn't believe it. And I mean, I'm repeating myself. We've had these conversations 1,000 times, but it doesn't make it any less relevant. I knew that the Amstrad wasn't the best one. The Commodore won that generation, but because I had my own monitor with the Amstrad, I didn't care because I could set it up anywhere. I could, if I was downstairs, I could bring the monitor downstairs. I could have it set up in my bedroom, and that was just something you couldn't do with the Commodore because you had to use the family TV. And back then, there was none of this bloody TV in every room. You know, there was one TV, and because there was only 4 channels, 3 channels maybe, 4 channels, and back then the family used to watch telly religiously. Well, mine certainly did. Everyone did, didn't we? So to find time was actually hard, and one of the biggest complaints at school was, you know, I can't get my family off the TV. I'd love to play tonight, but I can't because they're watching bloody Coronation Street and Tomorrow's World. With the Amstrad, yeah, I knew it wasn't as good, but I could play that any time I wanted, any time at all. And because it is in your bedroom, you know, you could have a sneaky late one. No one would know. Brilliant. Roland on the ropes, Oh Mummy, I mean Harrier Attack. They were just you know, brilliant times. Obviously, if you put them on now, what a load of shit. But that's just because gaming has moved on. But the nostalgia's still there. Don't worry about who hit into who, Joseph. That's not important. Yeah, green beret. Yeah. Chucky Egg. Impossible Mission. There's just so many, aren't there? I do love a bit of retro gaming. The cabinet behind me, I know I keep saying this, but I do want to get that chipped so I can play loads of retro games and stream them to you as well. So I'll be able to sit up at the actual cabinet behind me and play all those retro games. It's just a case of getting around to it. Jet Set Willy was the first ever game that I played on a home computer, and I love it. Love Jet Set Willy. Yeah, Daley Thompson's. Yeah, if you want to break your joystick. And I used to have this, like, I'm sure it's my nan's scarf, as bad as that sounds, a grey to match the colour. I'm sure she had an old headscarf that she'd never used, and I folded it, and I used to cover it up every single night without fail. Loved it, and it's still in fantastic condition. What are you sorry for, Stu? Well, don't worry about that, Joseph. That's not important, is it? The Hobbit was another good one, wasn't it? Spy versus Spy. I mean, just so many great games. And what a difference in gaming. You can't play Donkey Kong. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You've been putting extra 10p's in there recently. Isn't it crazy? Especially when you talk to youngsters, you know. You get given... You don't get given. You buy a game and you know it's incomplete. You know it's incomplete. You know you're going to get patches. You know you're going to get improvements, which is the other side of the coin, I suppose. But back then, you got that cassette. That's it. There is no way to access that program and fix any game-breaking bugs. People used to be employed. It was an actual job as a game tester. We're game testers now. We pay them to do it. I mean, fucking hell. They used to pay people to game test. You know, and it's not as fun as it seems. You know, I've read stories about what people used to do. Just sit there for 8 hours a game, testing each bit. Not sitting there relaxing with your feet up playing the game. You're told to test an area, and you just got to keep, you know, doing countless things in that one area. Now, we're the game testers, you know, and we tell them what's wrong. When you think about the concept of it, we tell them what's wrong, and they tell us when they're going to be ready to fix it or not. Fucking hilarious, really, isn't it? And this is an industry that's bigger than the gaming, bigger than music and movie industry put together, and yet we have to put up with that kind of attitude. Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird? Yeah, exactly, Cyber, yeah. When you think about the concept, but it's weird, isn't it? It is weird. Yeah, we are slaves to gaming, and each and every single one of us has got this thing about... this is why... I mean, we complained, didn't we, about what I've just said about their games being unfinished. So there was the crossroads there, where everyone was sick to death of games being unfinished. So what did they do? Did they decide to, okay, we'll stop giving you unfinished games and we'll really try harder? Or did they come up did they come up with a concept where you actually pay them to buy the incomplete version, the early access? It's fucking crazy, isn't it? And that is pretty much all because gamers are very, very impatient people, and we always want the next best thing. We always want version 2.0, and we're willing to pay for a half-finished version of 2.0. Wow, when you think about it, it's quite weird, really, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite crazy. Yeah, early access makes us all feel like YouTubers, doesn't it, Simpson? This is the feeling I get, you see. Yeah, you're right, though. It makes you feel special, yeah. you know, what does early access actually mean? It just means it just means we haven't finished. What other, bloody hell, now I'm starting to think about it, what other industry will sell you something that isn't finished? Oh, yeah, I've just bought a new house. Yeah, it's one of them early access houses. Hasn't got a fucking roof on it. When are they doing the roof? I don't know. They haven't put a date on it. They just said they're going to do it. I've just bought one of them early access Ford cars. Yeah, what's it like? Well, it's only got 3 wheels at the moment, but apparently they promised to do it by the end of the year. Crazy. There's no other industry, is there? I went out for a lovely meal last night. Early access meals it was. Oh yeah, what did you have? Well, I just had some potatoes, but they said next time I come back in a year's time, it's going to be a lovely meal. I brought a lovely pair of jeans from early access Levi the other day. Oh yeah, what's it like? Well, the arse is hanging out of them, but they said next year there'll be a patch there. So yeah, brilliant. Fucking hell. The more I think about it, the more muggy I'm feeling for buying early access games. Oh dear. Yeah, you get meat gravied a lot. Exactly. It's because it's digital. You see, it's not a tangible item. It's not something. Okay, I suppose with a disc, this is why discs exist, to make you feel like you're getting a tangible product, but it's not tangible, is it? It's just a bit of software. So if we can get a bit of software even earlier, even if it is part complete, you're sort of all right with it, aren't you? Yeah, Kickstart. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've come up with an idea. Have you got the project yet? No, I need money. I mean, anyone can come up with an idea. We could be chatting in this stream for the next hour and come up with the most amazing ideas, you know. Brilliant, thanks, Gaming. I've just absolutely mugged us all off, including myself. But yeah, we could come up with amazing ideas. It's not ideas that are the thing; it's executing it. So this weird thing, Kickstarter, come up. I can't be bothered to go and get the investment in myself and get off my arse. I want you to do it. You buy it. And people do though, don't they? Yeah, you might not get nothing, yeah. And obviously gaming has moved to Kickstarter as well. They kickstart gaming projects. And what I don't like about it is I don't like this bit of, right, we'll raise so much and you can have 10 levels. But if we raise the gold amount, you can have 20 levels. Right, okay, so why not just do... So if you can do 20 levels, why not just do 20 levels? What are you going to be actually happy to do 10 levels less than you... I don't understand some of it. Oh, Dunkirk's gone. Yeah, weird. But I understand early access gaming. It is nice to get a game early, but how many early access just doesn't work? I mean, you turn it on, you sort of... It's almost like you breathe a sigh of relief because you've got the game early. You have a little quick look around. It doesn't work. You sort of turn it off and go, it's fine. It's fine. It's early access. It is no problem. And we're happy with that, aren't we? Absolutely crazy. I think early access just matches today's society, doesn't it, really? You know? Do you want it? Do you want it? Pay. You can have it now. Come on, come on. Do you want it? Want it? You know what I mean? It matches what people are today, maybe. You know, we just want it all, don't we? We just want it all. The only bonus about early access is the fact that you do get it a little bit cheaper, which is total business sense. So put the joke into one side. If you can get it for 20 quid now, or 40 quid when it comes out, yeah, it's not a bad idea, is it? It's not a bad idea. You get it cheaper, you support the developers, they go ahead and hopefully commit to what they've made, and you can be smug that you got it early, it's 20 quid and everyone else is paying 40. That I can totally accept. It's Skippy, 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 skippy. It's the bit where you just buy something that's unfinished and with no intentions of... I'll tell you one game you never, ever, ever hear about. You never hear about this game. And I got it early access. I stayed up and we sat in the lobby for about 3 hours. Does anyone remember what game... Does anyone know what game I'm talking about? And you never, ever hear about this game. The game... I've never literally seen a tweet about it, seen a stream about it, ever since. Does anyone know what game I'm talking about? Atlas, yeah. Does anyone in this 187 room play Atlas? Really weird. It was almost, you know, I got it on early access, stayed up, the lobby didn't work, we had to give up on the stream in the end, and I've never seen it since. I had another copy, I had another code, I just gave it away. I didn't even want to look at it. Yeah. Didn't want to look at it. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Just disappeared. I don't know whether... Oh, you've never heard of it? Wow. It was meant to be this big, game-changing, open-world RPG, thousands of people. It was meant to be the bollocks. And it turned out to be a load of shit. I didn't get sent that. I purchased that. I think it was like 25 quid early access, and I refunded it the next day. I was not going to support that. And then I got sent a code, and I gave that away in Discord. I didn't even want to try it. It just looked diabolical. It really did. Yeah, exactly, Stimson. Really, and that's what you got to watch out for. You know, there are cons out there, even if it is gaming. There are cons out there. You got to be careful, haven't you? And do you even know off the top of your head who the developers were? Who did we actually pay our money to? It's like, imagine if, oh, I don't know, WH Smith sold that game. Right, you know WH Smiths, and you sort of think, right, I'm going to be really wary about them. But as gamers, we just buy the title. I don't know who developed it. Did they just take the money and run? Did they just merge into another one? It's like, do you know what I mean? I don't know who they are. I can't even remember, because we buy the title, don't we? Where if it was a high street store, you know, because it's tangible again, you sort of think to yourself, nah, I'm not going there anymore. Proper con people they are. I'm going to stay away from there. But with digital, it's a bit different, isn't it? I can't remember who developed it. I don't know who published it. So you sort of, the next game we buy could be by those people, couldn't it? I haven't got a clue. But yeah, what a terrible, terrible game. Oh, you followed it? Yeah, I got you. It's got 6 out of 7 on Steam. That actually isn't too bad, is it? What's it registered as, Alex? Like negative? Mostly positive? But yeah, proper con. Does anyone play it here? Does anyone play it? Like I say, the reason I brought that up is the fact that I've literally not seen a tweet, an article, an update. Oh, it's got mixed, is it? Yeah. I've literally never seen nothing. Normally, you know, I'm subscribed to quite a few gaming news people on Twitter, and not once have I seen, oh, massive update for Atlas. Oh, this is the update we've all been waiting for. Never heard a whisper about the game. Not one single whisper. So they didn't do a No Man's Sky and sort of fix it and repair it. What, the streams of Sea of Thieves, or are you talking about Atlas, Stimson? I've done one stream of Sea of Thieves and it was funny as fuck. My face ached at the end of it. We had a bloody good time. It's on the channel. Really, really good. I must go back, because apparently they've changed a lot now, haven't they? And they've got dogs now. See what I mean? Even though I don't play Sea of Thieves, I know about it. Oh, because they was bad, yeah. Yeah, even though I don't really play Sea of Thieves, I know that they've got dogs coming in the next update, because I follow gaming news and these things come up. But not once have I heard about Atlas. How strange is that? It's still in early access. You think the team went on to develop Project Cars 3. Wow. And you're wondering why they never sent me one, madman. There was nothing actually wrong with Sea of Thieves. It was a content issue, wasn't it? It was just pure content. It looked beautiful. It looked, you know, it looked great from day one. It was just a content issue. But apparently that's sorted now. Max plays it with his friends a lot. We should do a little stream. Yeah, Madman's trolling. Do you think... Oh shit, reading the bloody chat. Oh shit. Do I think Truck Sim went wrong? Yeah, have you seen my last video on that, Bryce? No, well, it's not in VR, so no. Oh, it's got an... You know, you talk about... It's an overused word, isn't it, in gaming? Art style, you know, but that really has got an art style all of its own. Sea of Thieves, yeah, it really is. Yeah, I never got into Ark, Ian. Never got into it. I know you said your wife, your missus plays it quite a lot, didn't you? I'm sure you said that to me. I'm sad about Truck Sim as well, a little. Yeah, I'm very sad about it. I was more sad than anyone, but I had to walk away from it because I just couldn't be associated with it anymore. It was just getting silly, really. Yeah, Furious Siege. Yeah, that was actually quite good. Yeah. Yeah, Sea of Thieves reminds me of being at Disneyland on a like a boat ride. It just reminds me of being there. Yeah. Right, we've got a cheeky third. Got Phoenix and Kada behind me. If you're talking about Truck Driver, that's what you're talking about, isn't it? On the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox. Oh, nice one, Ian. That's good. That's good. I just think Truck Driver was one of the biggest lost opportunities potentially of this generation. Now, yes, that sounds very grand, doesn't it? But potentially, oh my god, that could have been absolutely massive, and they fucked up. It's as simple as that. Could have been absolutely huge for that company, and they just they just couldn't handle it, I suppose, for want of better words. Yeah. No, Euro Truck is in a little world of its own, isn't it? That's lovely. Yeah, Andy, yeah, I'm still going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, exactly, Stimson. It could have been massive. You know, it's crying out for a truck sim. And then all of a sudden it was there on PlayStation. I was so excited about it. And, yeah, so excited. And I followed every single bit about it. And then when you realise it's going nowhere and it's just crazy. And it makes you a little bit angry because what an opportunity. People wanted it. People would have paid DLC. They would have paid for map expansions. It could have been Euro Truck all over again. And that could have almost turned them into not a AAA developer, but that could have been a route on the next generation for them to create something really special with Truck Driver 2. And no one will trust it now, will they, you know? Such a shame. Oh, nice one, Andy. Yeah, I might have to chat you up with that. I want something that will switch on and run like it is behind me, just where it's got like what they... Oh no, it's fine. We'll get one more, like a splash screen, just a what they called, like an attract screen, attract screen. That's what they're called, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, definitely, Stimson. Yeah. Well, the change in developers didn't help, and this new developer was meant to be the bollocks, but like I said in my video, I can only assume that they didn't, because it was a developer for hire, it was a studio for hire, it wasn't an in-house developer, so I can only assume that they didn't hire enough people, so they probably went, look, you know, what size team do you want to buy? You know, these are your prices. We'll just have a small team. I should imagine the conversation went, or it could have been, look, you know, do you want to purchase or hire a big team and let's get this sorted? And probably from a small publisher, the investment was probably just too much without a guaranteed return. They couldn't see the bigger picture, you see. No, I won't run out of fuel. It's fine. Yeah, I definitely want one with an attract screen. It's got to have an attract screen. I leave my cabinets on all day, every day. That's been on since 8:30 this morning. Just love it. There's something about walking into the room. It's like having my own arcade. I've got the Star Wars one there, Street Fighter. I haven't even touched them for days, but they go on every single day. It's just part of me coming in, switching the old office on. I put all my LED lights on, the cabinets go on, and that's it. I'm at work, sort of thing, you know. Oh, okay, Will. Nice one. Yeah, I need it to be moving. Yeah. It's just my sort of requirement. What does everyone think of the next PlayStation games? So we've got PUBG, not even bothered about that, and we've got Street Fighter. I would love to take a few of you on Street Fighter. I think that would be absolutely awesome. I know it's only the base version, but so what? As long as we get a few fighters and it's free and everyone can join in, let's have a go on Street Fighter. Zero interest in PUBG on the PlayStation 4 though. That's a no. Think of the farm. Step away from the hammer. Yeah, I couldn't give a shit about PUBG, but it doesn't mean we have to slag it off, does it? Like in them tweets, madman, you know? Yeah, member stream, yeah, absolutely. We're going to do Fall Guys, so that will be, that'll probably be next week now, won't it? Shit. Yeah, but don't worry, that's last month. I always keep a track, don't worry. I know we'll never miss one. Even if it's 2 in 1 month, we'll never miss one. Yeah, we're going to do Fall Guys this month, which is actually last month. Oh, that would be just epic, Stimson. Yeah, if you could have a private lobby, I would even pay for that. Yeah, I would hire a server for that. I don't know, Mondeo. Yeah, I think the OG Xbox it's going to struggle, isn't it? It's going to struggle. The next gen and the Xbox X, yeah, I think it'll be alright. I think it'll be fine. The OG Xbox, I don't know how it's going to do it. Xbox X, confident of that. They'll get that working now. And obviously the next gen, but I just can't see how. I just can't see how. Without it looking dog shit. And having all the live weather and the live data taken out of it. You know, it's got to be... something's got to give there. So, yeah. So we've still got an hour and a half left to go. Just trying to short shift. I don't normally take this much focus on my fuel, do I? But I think that's the secret here, to try and get up a position. Well, come on, Bryce. You've put the answer in your own question. Who's it made by? Right, we're fourth now. We're working our way up, you know, with this short shifting. Yeah, definitely do fast. Yeah, of course they're gonna pull some fast ones. Of course they are. And all this bollocks about, I still don't believe this, you know. Oh, we don't care if you buy our console. We're losing money out of it anyway. Fuck off. No, not a chance. No way. I don't know any multinational bloody corporation that sells electronics at a loss. Yes, I know we end up buying software and they get their money back that way, but I've never ever fallen for that argument. Oh, we're losing money out of this, you know? No chance. No chance. I honestly don't. Who else agrees with that? Who else thinks that that's... Do you think they do lose money out of it? Because they say this, don't they? It's official. They say it all the time. You know, oh, we don't make any money on the hardware. In fact, we lose quite a bit. Fuck off. Not a chance. No way. No way. Yeah, let's have a vote. True or false? Hang on, let's get it right for which one. True or false? True. Do you put true if you think, yeah, they do lose money out of each console sale? Yeah. And false if like me you believe they don't. I bet you false will come up. I mean, they do us just such a nice little favour, don't they? Oh, you're losing money out of that. Oh, come on. No way. Exactly. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad that you agree with me. You know, I should imagine the margins are very tight. Absolutely agree with that. The margins would be tight. But there's none of this, oh, we lose big money out of each sale just to be kind to you so you buy our games. No way. No way. Yeah, I definitely agree that the margins would be tight, certainly to start with. And then obviously as they get more and more into production costs go down, don't they? You know, it's going to be cheaper to make a PlayStation 4 today, probably, I don't know, pulling the figure out of my hat, probably half the cost to produce it today than it was 4 years ago, of course. You know, because the parts are, you know, they're not brand new, they're not rare. So yeah, to start with, I should imagine the margins are tight, but then as production builds up and they get better at things and condense everything onto chips on revisions, I should imagine then the profit starts to come in. Yeah, they would lose 400 million. I know. See, they can't fucking pull their wool over our eyes, can they? Yeah, that is a good way to look at it, madman. Yeah. Oh, boss, we've made a loss, right? But don't stand up. We've made a loss of over 400 million, but we've helped so many people. Oh, okay, that's fine then. But they're happy with it, yeah? Yeah, oh, yeah. And they're definitely going to buy Game Street, yeah? Yeah, we're sorting out the world tonight, aren't we? But they're definitely going to buy all the games, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. And they're definitely going to like buy the PlayStation Plus. Yeah, they've said they will. Okay, all right, well, that's fine then, yeah. 400 million, I consider that a good investment. They must think we're fucking stupid. Yeah, which have been sold at a loss too. So, hang on a minute. What are we actually making money on? Well, you know, you go into the newsagents, yeah, and you know you buy, like, the PlayStation magazine. We're making profit on that. Yeah, but everyone's going to the internet now. Oh, shit. Yeah, mine too, Kenny. How long ago is it since I redecorated this room? It must be... I don't even know when. It must be coming up to a year. and I still haven't plugged the PlayStation VR back in. Wow, can't be arsed. Just can't be arsed with it. It was reported that the PlayStation sold for $18. Yeah, but okay, well that's fine though. But they're definitely not making a loss, are they? I still don't even believe that. But maybe when it first come out, the first batch, maybe. Yeah, definitely Stimson. Yeah. And Madman was a proper VR, fan, and even he can't be bothered. It's weird, isn't it? It just didn't go the way it was meant to go, VR. It never, unfortunately, came out of the niche market. And that's Sony's fault. Look at EGX, right? Not last year, the year before. We went to EGX, and there was a tiny little bit over in the corner dedicated to PlayStation VR. Crazy. They sell us the hardware, and then didn't really give us the absolute AAA stuff that everyone was waiting for. And I know if all the VR channels would come in and go, oh my god, you don't know what you're talking about, have you tried this, have you tried that? No, I haven't, no, admittedly. But that's, yeah, it's such a shame with VR, because you put that on your head and it is amazing, but then you think, I've got a fucking great big computer on my head, you know, and it's fine for racing or flight games where you're actually sitting still. But for too long, you was jumping around with this great big computer on your head. Really, wouldn't you? Great big old-fashioned computer screen strapped to your head. You know, I went, oh, I'm playing tennis. You're not. You're dancing around with an old-fashioned computer on your head. That's what you're doing. But for car games, I mean, racing seated experience is unbeaten, unrivaled with VR. But they're only, I can only do it in short periods, really, because you take your thing off and you're a bit like, whew, fucking hell. I don't mean like getting seasick. That doesn't happen. But just makes you go a bit funny, you know. And I have done some really, really good experiences, but they was in it. It was almost like that was the build-up. I was so excited about the experiences because I kept thinking, if the experiences are like this, imagine what proper full games are going to be like. And yeah, for me anyway, and I'm only talking about me, it just didn't happen for me. It just didn't happen. Yeah, no, I know you can, Madman. I know. And what was the last game? What was the last big game that you enjoyed? What was it called? And I should try that, shouldn't I? Yeah, for too long they thought that's what people want, is from a VR experience, is replicate the Wii family sort of jumping around experience, but doing it in the headset. Fuck me, how wrong were they? Oh, I'm jumping around, everyone. Oh shit, I've just broken 3 fingers and smashed the screen. And knocked the missus out. Crazy. Yeah, Half-Life, Alex, yeah. I should try that, shouldn't I, to shut me up, and yeah, I should try that. But for want of a better word, I can't be arsed. I just can't be arsed, you know? I've just put my hand through the fucking patio door. Oh, but the immersion! Oh, the immersion! No, I like VR. Let's stop that now, because we're getting a bit piss-takey now, aren't we? Yeah, Star Wars Squadrons actually is one thing I am looking forward to in VR, and I will play that probably only in VR. There's one recorded death in VR. Oh my god, I shouldn't have. Why did I laugh at that? Mr. Mondeo, why would you make me laugh at that? There's only one recorded death. Yeah, I hope so, Madman. I mean, it's got success written all over it. Let's just hope they see it through. Yeah, no, you're right, Alex. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's not fair to blame Mondeo, is it? What did you do with yours then, Andy? Did you sell it? He died wank. Oh dear. What a legacy. There was some sniffles at his funeral then, wasn't there? You sold it, yeah. Thank you very much, Pete. You're an angel. Imagine the shit we're going to talk in 24 hours. Oh, you sold it, did you, Will? I didn't even know you had one. Yeah, I got you, Andy. They're only products. You can buy them back. You know, it's all about doing the right thing at the right time, isn't it? They're just products. Yeah, Potter. Sorry, Kenny owes someone a tenner. I can't remember who he bet. Potter's gone. Hello, Ace. How are you? Yeah, see you later, Potter. Good racing. You would love a Rift S. The luxury of not having to worry about them stupid bloody sensors is just amazing. You plug it in, you center it, you are good to go. Them fucking sensors. I had to have USB cables bloody everywhere. Hated it. It used to really put me off. And then if you didn't play it very often, the first thing it would do, oh, you need to do a firmware upgrade. Oh, you've done your firmware, you need to set your boundaries again. It'd be like, for fuck's sake. And then I had all my sensors set up. I had 3 here, and they was fine. Next time I go to set everything up, it would say, oh, it's not in the right position. But it was fine last time. Hated the sensors. Hated it. And again, it's like, you know, humans are lazy, aren't they? You know, it just stops you wanting to do it. It stops you wanting to enjoy it. So you just think, fuck it, I won't bother, you know? It's faff. Whereas the Rift S, you know, it's a bloody good headset. There's no doubt about that. And you'll love the sound as well. The sound, the headphones are built in to the head strap. And you get this sort of like 3D spatial sound. And you haven't got to put anything over your ears. It's all built into the head strap. Really, really impressive. Yeah, if you're used to the sensors, it would be a very, very different experience on the Rift S. Really different. Very enjoyable. Stop it. And I sold mine at a time when I think I got 200 quid for my ordinary Oculus with an extra like didgeridoo and all that, and I think it was 400 quid for the Rift S. So basically I sold it at a sweet spot moment when the original Oculus was still going for a decent amount, so I only really paid 200 quid more to get the Rift S. Probably early access, yeah, probably was. Yeah, should we sell them the one without all the sensors? What? No, sell them that and then do the one without the sensors. Yeah, 200 quid, yeah. Well, the screen's already above 1080 on the PC side of things, Kev. They're not on the PlayStation for sure. The lowest point for me was, oh shit, what's it called? Skyrim in VR. Oh my god, did I rant about that? Because that was at the point, like I've just said to you a minute ago, I was so excited about these experiences because it was going to lead somewhere. You know, it wasn't just, it was leading somewhere, and it was leading to something like Skyrim. But did Skyrim make the most of VR? No, not at all. They missed the boat there. They got it working in VR, yes, well done. But did they take advantage of it? No, no, I don't think they did. Maybe on the PC with mods and stuff it's a different experience, but it wasn't. I think you're a bit too harsh on Skyrim. Oh my god, I ripped it apart, didn't I? That compass though, come on. Why release it with the compass on the floor? Fucking embarrassing, really, wasn't it? Not one person noticed that, no? Crazy. Oh, we had a whole conversation about me selling my Rift Airs. Can you imagine how many conversations I have here, Will? Come on. On a daily basis of the sort of, you know, like you might go to work for 8 hours, but you don't talk for 8 hours, do you? Sometimes I stream for 8 hours and I'm just talking the whole damn time. There's going to be some conversations that fall by the side that I don't remember, you know? It's a bit like what I said earlier. If I can't remember going to a place, it must be shit. If I can't remember a conversation, I don't know, I'm not going to say it. I'm just joking, Will. You're a sweetheart. Yeah, see you later, gods. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about that, you know, because I think everyone will automatically go for the discless, the digital version, because it's cheaper, you know, it's cheaper. And I'm a bit worried about that because I think however much you dislike game or whatever, because you want to get on your high horse and start being all ethical about what they pay for the games, fuck that, let them do what they want to do. You either buy it or you don't. But, oh, you're not liking it, Max? Oh shit, what's happened, mate? Whatever your take on game or GameStop, I still think we need them in the high street. I really do. Just to add a bit of, to get new people into it, to add a little bit of competition, choice, you know, once, and trade-in value. Once you start going digital, well, they've got you by the bollocks, you know, they really have. They have got you by the bollocks. And I think a lot of people will go, they'll see two PlayStations, one with a disc drive, one without. Yeah, and it's got an ultra high def 4K Blu-ray player, yeah, which definitely is worth getting. I think if most people have gone digital throughout this generation, that's it. That cuts it off for them. They will always go digital. For people that like to purchase and collect games, they will stay with the disc version. Yeah, but if you haven't gone digital very much, if you haven't gone physical very much this generation, that's it. You'll probably buy the discless version, and that will be you out of the disc market probably forever. Flight sim checklist. Oh, Will. Oh god, yeah. This has been cool. I've really enjoyed this. Yeah, you are right to a certain extent, John, but a lot of games, let's talk about, say, Drive Club, right? So yes, what you're saying is if you buy a digital, you're only renting a service. If you buy the disc, you own the game forever. Yes and no, because the disc has only got a license on it. The disc does not contain the game. It contains the base version of the game when it come out the factory. But since then, there's been loads of patches, and it's a shadow of its former self. You're only putting that in. Every time you put that disc in, you're not playing it from there. You're just putting the disc in to say, yes, I own the game, and go ahead. Drive Club a few months ago stopped their servers. So whether you brought the digital or whether you brought the physical, Drive Club doesn't work now in VR. So yeah, you are right. You are doing a renting service, but that actually is still the same. For physical, it's the same, because it's the service they're selling you, and that is ultimately digital. There is a CD version or a DVD version of Flight Sim on the PC. I think it comes with about 10 discs, but who's going to do that? Who is going to do that? Unless it comes with a special edition, like with an actual fucking plane, you know? Hello, Nermalen, how are you? I mean, you know, I run the channel mostly on stuff that I get sent, and I get sent them digitally. So, you know, for me as a person, coming from being a PC gamer, I'm quite happy to go digital. I don't really, you know, I want to stay disc. I want this to exist for the industry as a whole, but I don't really want discs. God's might if you get a model plane, yeah. See you later, Kev. Yeah, you can still do time trial and AI, yeah. But the the bulk of it it's a multiplayer game, and they switched that off. So regardless of whether you brought the disc or rented it, whatever you've done, you can't play the full thing. Oh, of course, John. I'm not arguing with you. Yeah, no, I agree with what you're saying. But unfortunately, when you're talking about renting it so you don't own it. Unfortunately, with something like Drive Club, try and trade in Drive Club today. No one will give you one single penny for it. It becomes worthless. That's the problem. Yeah, I've still got Gran Turismo 1 up there. I've still got The Hobbit up there on the Amstrad. There's some games you don't want to sell, definitely. But maybe it's because of the channel. I'm here. I'm not here for the disc. I'm here for the game. Maybe if I was just a gamer, or whatever you want to call it, and I bought a game, once every couple of months, yeah, I might want it on disc and build up a little collection. But where I'm here, I play for the channel, don't I? I don't do any gaming off of the channel, so I'm here for the game, not really the product as a whole. No, I don't think there's an issue, Alex. No, I definitely agree. That's what I'm saying at the start of it. I said I want the disc version to be successful because I think we need it. But who have we got in our high street game? And they do, whether you like it or not, it is a business ultimately. They're not your friends. They do give you shit money for trading in. So, is the trading in such a big thing these days? Because you get fuck all, don't you? You get nothing. You get pennies. You get a couple of quid. So, is the trading in argument as prevalent as it was years ago when you used to get a good bit of trade in? Now you get nothing. Yeah, CX will rob you. Yeah, eBay will rob you in postage fees and selling fees. Is the fact that you can trade in a disc actually of any value whatsoever? By the time you go down the shop and park up, put your money in the meter, go in there, and he goes through his thing. Is it actually worth it? Because we're not there for the product, are we? We're there for what you see on the screen. You're there for the game. Music Magpie, yeah, load of shit. Just another place to get something off you for a quid and sell it for 100, Which you can't blame them for, because it's business, isn't it? It is business. They are not in business to help you out. They're in business to make money. Yeah, see you later, Madman. See you next time, mate. Hello Ben, how are you? Yeah, exactly, Durfast. Max brought a game. This was actually quite a while ago now. I can't remember what game it was. He wanted to buy it out of his own money, and we went into game, and I can't remember the exact prices, so I'll make them up. But there was a brand new one for $39.99, and there was a used one for $35.99. He automatically went for the used one. Of course, it's his own money. There's two of the same product. And he went for the cheaper one, and I explained to him that, hang on a minute, that, you know, the developer will not get, they've already had their money actually, to be fair, but that money has been all put on for this, for game. If you want to help the developer by supporting them and buying their product, you buy the new one. You know, it's as simple as that. But I suppose the counter argument to that is, well, the developer has had their money once out of that sale, haven't they? You know, so I don't know, but I do prefer buying new if I am going to buy something like that. Hello Robin, how are you? One day I will challenge you. I haven't played it for a little while, so now is probably a good time to challenge me. Oh, you'll always be able to buy from an online retailer, but this is the argument, you see, John. If game go under, then who are you actually going to trade it in with? You know, for that argument to go full circle. You know, whether people love to hate game. I don't hate game one bit. They're just a business. Like everything else, they're just a business there to pay the people's wages, you know, and pay the bills of the shopping centre where they hire from. And people just get up in a proper tiswas about, oh my god, the ethics, and yet you shop elsewhere, you wouldn't think twice about ethics, but gamers do like to get on their high fucking horse about, oh my god, oh don't go in there, have you seen what they actually try and make a profit? I don't give a shit about that, but I think they do still need to exist, just for peripherals, for convenience, and also if gaming disappears from the high street, how are new people going to get into the hobby? And I know youngsters will get in it automatically, but in a way you don't want it to become a youngster market. You want old geezers like us to stay in gaming, and if they don't see it in front of them, you know, is the hobby gonna, it won't die because the youngsters will keep it alive, but it's important that it's there in front of everyone and it's nice and accessible for everyone. That's my take on it anyway. Right, we're fourth. We're doing alright. We are doing alright. Rusty is just blowing it. Then we've got Phoenix, who's doing very, very well. Farmer Slim, and then myself. I remember back in the old days, though, when you used to get, before Electronic Boutique, I don't know if you remember them, they were quite good. Way before that, you used to get little independent traders, little gaming shops. God, they was like an Aladdin's cave, wasn't they? Absolutely brilliant. This is in the days before internet, stuff like that. Proper little Aladdin's caves. Not this sort of corporate, every single shop looks the same of game. Proper little independent, like almost like indoor market shops of gamers, you know, proper enthusiasts that decided to go into business and do what they love doing, gaming and talking about gaming. You could go in there and they would load up a game for you and you could play it, and they would talk to you about it. So much better than the sort of clinical experience you get now from a gaming shop. Yeah, that's alright, Max. Yeah, finish up, mate. But I do want you in bed, though. It's the only thing, because we're going out tomorrow and it's late enough now anyway, isn't it? So yeah, if you're not enjoying it, Max, I always say that, if you're not enjoying it, come out. Yeah, it is the same argument with ebooks, but me and my wife popped out the other day and we went to Waterstones, and Waterstones is flourishing. And I did say to her, as much as you love the Kindle, and I do like the Kindle, it's great, you can take shitload of books with you when you go on holiday and just lay by the pool and go through book after book. But there's still something about a tangible, proper book, laying in bed, holding it, turning the pages, and I don't think, I mean, it has been replaced somewhat by the Kindle, but that is, there's something about a book, isn't there? An actual proper book where you enjoy it. There's some pictures on in the inside, you know, halfway through. You know, I don't know. I think the Kindle and real life books coexist. I really do. Whereas digital is out to destroy physical, isn't it? No colour pictures, yeah. But you know, you get that fixed sort of card, don't you, halfway through, of like, say it's an autobiography, and you get halfway through and there's some pictures in there. Yeah, I think Kindle, digital and physical books coexist quite nicely together. But like I say, digital wants to destroy physical games, and it will do. It will do. Yeah, that's all right, Max. Get in bed, mate, because you're going to be on the bike for a lot of time tomorrow if the weather's good. That is the thing, Gary. My loft is full of books, and it's a bit like the DVD collection. I've got a lovely DVD collection in the loft. It's useless. It's absolutely useless. Now, I don't know about you, but my wife will never reread a book. I reread books, mostly because I read autobiographies, but I reread books quite a lot. But my wife doesn't, so she really is into the Kindle side of life. But my loft is full of books. They're heavy, they're lumpy, they've got no value to them. Yeah, ask Mum there, Max. Should be alright though. You're not holding that in bed, yeah. But Waterstones really did look like it was quite flourishing, and it wasn't one of them shops that you know, you get shops now that have to evolve to survive. You know, Waterstones is a bloody bookshop, and it doesn't sell blow up swimming pools and bollocks like that to try and survive. It just still sells books, and I think that's really good. So you know when a shop's doing well, when it just continues doing what it's doing. You know, you know what I'm trying to say. You go into a shop and suddenly they're selling fucking this, that and the other just to try and pay the bills, which is fine. But Waterstone seems to be, no, we're just selling books, and I think that's pretty good. See you later, Max. I'll see you in the morning, my little boy. Oh yeah, no, I agree, Second Glass. They do coexist, but the outcome is inevitable. Digital will destroy it eventually. You know, they will destroy physical. That's my opinion anyway. You know, the writing is on the wall, isn't it? You know, eventually it's going to happen. Whereas books, I think, will always. I think Waterstones will be fine. You know, I don't think they're sort of a shop that's going to go under. Fingers crossed. Whereas I think game will eventually go or turn into something else, and digital proper discs will eventually go. So that's what I mean about coexisting. Yeah, they do coexist at the moment, but digital is looking, isn't it? He's got his eye on her, and he knows it's going to happen one day soon. It's going to happen, and we're just going to go to a massive milestone of selling a console without a disc drive, you know, and a lot of people will go for that. And once they do, you know, they've got no reason to go into game or go down the game aisle at Tesco's. They've just got no reason, and they will never buy another physical copy again. Yeah, exactly, Delphast. I was on holiday a couple of years ago. My daughter's got a thing about bloody wasps. She's one of these ones that gets up and does this crazy jig every time there's a wasp around. Me, I'll just waft it. Except I got I wafted it with a Kindle, and I don't know, maybe I had sun cream on my hands. Basically, a passerby would just look like I was suddenly reading and decided to chuck me Kindle in the air and smash it on the floor. That's what it would have looked like to a passerby. To me, I was like, fuck off, wasp, and the whole thing just went. It must have just looked at, oh, why is he reading? And then suddenly he's just chucked it in the air. Is it a horror? Yeah, it's almost like, yeah, you're right, Ian. Yeah, people will know that as games get bigger. So what's on this disc then? Well, there's nothing on it. There's nothing. It's just a license. So the game isn't really on here. No, you put it in and it starts to download. So I am buying digital. I'm just buying this bit of plastic. Yes. Well, they're already through the roof. This is the annoying thing about digital, and it's crazy. It's more expensive to buy digital than it is a physical copy. Are you joking? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, exactly, Stimson. David, there's if you watch the video, which you've probably already seen, there's a video. The first line on the description, in the first line of the description of this stream, there's the video about the charity, and in the description of that video will be my Just Giving page. That's where you do the charity stuff. So you can do it now, you can do it on the day, whatever you want to do. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, sometimes you do get a code in the box. Yes, yes, you do. Yeah, so you really are just buying digital from a shop. It's crazy that it costs more to go digital. Crazy. And a lot of people say, yeah, but you're not getting the disc though, are you? Yeah, okay, but let's work out what actual value you're getting from buying it and putting it in your hand. You get the plastic DVD sort of case, the blue or green one, and they would mass produce them by the absolute millions. So you've got something that, say you wanted to resell a case, it's got no value, it's probably 1p. And then you've got the CD itself, well, they get mass produced, and it's, you know, that's probably worth about 10p. You probably got about 50 pence worth of actual product. The rest is the digital license, you know. Yeah, don't give it to me though, David. Only do it on the Just Giving link. Yeah, the manual was good. I did like a manual, I must say. Yeah, and I've still got quite a few games upstairs where you would get a map and you would get a manual, or you know, you would get something. You'd get presented with your product, but even now you don't get nothing, do you? You get nothing now. Oh yeah, the changing of games digitally is just seamless, isn't it? And I just take it for granted because that's what I'm used to on the PC. So when I go to my PlayStation library and I scroll across, I don't even think about getting a disc. I just don't even think about it. Yeah, that convenience, I think, is fantastic. It would actually piss me off to keep going and getting a disc. On the other hand, I suppose that's where nostalgia comes in, isn't it? Having a look along the shelf and going, oh, I'll play that, and putting it in. So, yeah. Yeah, advertisement for upcoming games. Yeah, you're so right. Yeah, because you didn't have the internet back then, and the only way you know about these things is by little leaflets and game magazines. Yeah, I suppose that happens now, Ian. You can buy a code from, say, CD Keys. You can buy a 50 quid code for 46.99. So there'll always be ways of trying to save money, but ultimately, I suppose they want to, Microsoft and Sony would want to self-publish, wouldn't they? They would want to self-publish through their own store. That's it. That's the only place you can get it. Oh God, John, yeah. Even just your sentence there, hype for the game on the way out. The first thing you would do, wouldn't it, would be to, get the menu out and just have a look and just see what you can learn about the game while you're out shopping. Or brilliant times. Yeah, I understand, John. I totally agree with you there. Yeah, you can scratch a disc, yeah. And of course, if you go in the game, when you buy a disc, they go, it's crazy. Would you like to buy the extended warranty for an extra couple of quid so you can bring it in and we can get the scratches out of it? No! No! What? No. No, I don't want you to do that. Just to have it on you, Stimson, I totally understand. Just to have that permanent connection to gaming throughout the day with your mates. Trust me, I totally understand. Yeah, they had to give you something to read while it loads. Switch games are the bloody most expensive though, aren't they? I brought that, what's it called? 500 games in one or something on the Switch, do you know what I mean? Is it 500 games or 50 games? It wouldn't be 1,000 games, would it? Is it 50 or something? Party games, that was really cool. I took that on holiday with us, that was great. Me and Max played on that a lot. Rusty's doing well, look. Yeah, I like my Switch, but I can't. I think I've only ever brought one game for it. The rest, obviously, I've been sent or done digitally. We've got 55 minutes to go. I've really enjoyed this. Actually quite pleased with the way I've done as well. We've got cheeky fourth there. NBA's 75 quid. Wow. Farm Boys. That sounds like a terrible boy band. And here we got the Farm Boys. No, I can't. But I think we will get used to paying that sort of money when the next gen comes. Absolutely. You know, it's tradition. It goes up by 10, 15 quid. You know, it's got to. Louis Walsh presents the Farm Boys. I bet he would as well. The thing is, though, if you, like I've always said, and this is where the channel comes in to a certain extent, and other channels as well, of course, but if you choose correctly and invest your money into the right game, the value for money you can get is unprecedented with anything else. Look at this game, right? I bought this the day it come out. I think it was $39.99, something like that. I've had this for 3 years, played it on a weekly basis. The value for money is, I couldn't put it alongside anything else. It's extraordinary the amount of value for money I've got out of this game. And yet you might buy something like Atlas, for example, and be absolutely bent over and shafted hard for your 20 or 30 quid. Crazy, isn't it? That's why I like the channel. I like the fact that I can play games, show you games, get you interested in games, show you shit games, tell you about shit games. I love it. I love that part of it. $8.99. Bloody hell, it's going up. This game has enabled me to raise almost £8,000 to help sick and bloody terminally ill children. Amazing. Amazing. The value for money on that initial 40 quid or whatever it was. Unbelievable. We've had hour upon hour of streaming and playing and fun with this game. So if you choose right, thank you, Heavy. I appreciate that. Double deckers with ray tracing. Thank you, Heavy Metal. You're a lovely geezer, and it all goes back into the channel, and I appreciate it. Yeah, if you choose right, a game can give you so much value. It's incredible. Choose wrongly, and you might as well get 50 quid and literally just rip it up and chuck it down the drain. Right, we've got a third here. Oh, look at Slim's up there. Slim's doing well. £100 per hill. I like the new bus sim. I like it. It's fun. I do like doing a bus sim stream though. I like the people that come in. I like the fun it brings. Yeah, see you later, Alex. Thanks for coming in. It's been nice to do this little bit of, we're calling endurance, but obviously it's not. It's 3 hours. It's fuck all, isn't it? But they're actually all lovely people, and it's obviously a younger audience, which I like. I like that I've attracted that younger audience. But I think because they're younger, they're just used to going into streams like Fortnite where people don't look at the chat and they have to spam over and over again until it might get noticed. Obviously, you come into my stream, one, I'm a much smaller channel, and two, I do actually look at the chat. So I think it takes a while for people to get to know that. And if you think about it, the streams have been getting gradually more chilled, more regular youngsters coming in, knowing that I read the chat, and it's actually been alright recently. Oh, some of them are crazy as batshit. There's no doubt about that. Back down to 5th now. Let's go back to short shifting. Who's Dave Cam? I don't know Dave Cam, but thank you very much, Robin. That to me is the only reason to press the stream button. You know, I don't understand this. Don't get me wrong, I know if the channel gets, you know, extremely large, yeah, it's going to get difficult to read chat. But I've had streams of, my most busy stream was 1,050 on SnowRunner. There was no missing chat. I got to all the chat. You know, I don't see this reason. It's almost like, oh my god, the channel's growing. Oh, I can ignore chat now. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm sure in their mind it creates a busier stream. Oh, I can't get to the chat because I'm playing the game that you've all come in to watch me play. I think a lot of people misunderstand streaming. You know, it's yeah, I think that's what it is. So no, I will always be about the chat, and the gameplay will always suffer to a certain extent. I don't care about that. I don't care at all. Yeah, of course, Stimson. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but that's fine, Andy. You just don't come into that stream, do you? That's the way it is. That's fine. It's nice for me to have a slightly different angle on the community as well. Yeah, Will. Yeah, good point. Oh, but they've got to concentrate to get that W. So we want to keep this short shifting going as long as possible. Victory Royale! So we can turn and then we can shout into the camera. I just want to do it slightly different. I just want to do it my way. I want to do it fucking Frank Sinatra way. I just want to do it my way, and if it ain't enough, well, so be it. But I'm having fun. You got a new mattress, nice. We got a new mattress the other day, and it's like one of the memory foam ones. It come in a fucking box, like a fairly small box as well, and it is a super king size, super king size. And I'm like, what? That's not the mattress, is it? Oh yeah, just roll it out and give it an hour, and it'll be about 100 fucking times bigger. And he weren't wrong either. You just unroll it, and it gradually gets harder and harder. Or bigger and bigger, sorry. And that's it, you've got a mattress. And the real challenge is getting it back into the fucking box. That's not going to happen. Super oof size. Yeah, I'm still talking about the mattress. Who's behind me? You alright, Eva? She ignores me when I get the headset on. I don't think she likes me with the headset on. I did buy an Emma. Yeah, I did buy an Emma. Yeah, I did. Beautiful mattress. Yeah, really, really firm as well. Really firm. No, you should invest in a new one, Stimson. You know, like you like your technology and all the rest of it. Spend some money on yourself, because a good night's sleep in a bed is fucking lovely. Yeah, it's worth the money. How did you know I got an Emma? You're going to buy one a while ago. Yeah, they're really good, yeah. Because my wife's a teacher or teaching assistant, she gets on this website through their, I don't know, like their union maybe, I don't know where she gets it from. But there's so much stuff half price, and the Emma mattress was half price to people on this website. And yeah, fucking we'll have one. Yeah, your back will thank yourself. Thank you. Stimson, you'll love it. Rusty's just like cruising along, look at him. Hello Leaky, how are you? Hello Matthew, how are you? Thank you very much. From the US of A. Whereabouts in the US of A? What is it, hot? Is it cold? Well done Rusty. He's absolutely ruining us, isn't he? Fair play to him. He knows his way around the world, doesn't he? Yeah, whereabouts in America are you? What's the weather like? I just want to know that. Is it so? Oh, fuck's sake, Pug. Innit? You're a one, aren't you? It's September in England, I said earlier. You can never forget anything in this stream. Well, 3 hours is 3 hours, Leaky. Very clever. Best comment of the day, Pug. You're Milwaukee, hour south of Road, America. Oh, nice. Hot and cold. Winter is brutal. I got you, Matthew. Sounds good. Yeah, my son Max is going back on Thursday as well. He says he's actually looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to it for him. You need it, DJ. I don't know how old you are, but if you're at school, you know you need to get back to school. You've had what, 6 months off? Fucking hell, you need to go back. Yeah, I know, but I meant... yeah, you know what I meant, Andy. You little fuckers, pick up on everything I say. Good job I say everything else perfect, isn't it? It's good to have you back though, Andy. I'm glad you're back in the streams. We've missed you. Got a bloody fly flying around in here. Yeah, Division 2, that's another good game actually. Another underrated game in a way. Right, let's get that. Yeah, exactly. I think we all just need to get back to normal now. And my normal starts Thursday really. Max is at school, my wife's at work. Yeah, my normal starts Thursday after 5 or 6 months. So I am looking forward to that. Yeah, I played GTA quite a few times, Brad. We played it on Twitch quite a lot because I would always end up at the strip club and I didn't want to risk the channel. Yeah, see you later, Boggy. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I bet, Andy, but we can struggle together. I think we've all been struggling, to be honest with you. Lockdown has hit people hard, I think. And coming out of lockdown as well and getting back to normal, that can be as hard, if not harder, than lockdown in a way. It's a bit like recession. Once you come out of recession, or they say it's over, it's not like, oh, it's over. There's rebuilding to do, isn't there? And I think that's the same with jobs, society. They've sort of gone, right, you're not on lockdown anymore. Oh, okay, that's good. We can get back to normal. No, you're not back to normal. It takes time, doesn't it? Yeah, of course, Andy. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't suggesting that you would. Matthew, I do run a business. I run a small IT company that I've run for, it's coming up for just over 17 years, I think. And my son runs that now, so I don't really need to do anything there. And I employed him probably about 3 years ago, so I could do this and turn this into a job. I did it. I had a luxurious position that my son was just finishing at one job and wanted to come and work for me and take over, because the normal route for YouTubers is, you know, you do it part-time, you build up an audience and income, and then you make that sort of decision. And most YouTubers make a video about it, don't they? Right, everyone, it's come that time, I'm jacking in my job and I'm going full-time. I sort of went sort of full-time before there was any of that there, and just decided to make it happen rather than hope it happens. But because I employed my son to do my job, which left me redundant really, and what did I use with my time? I used the channel, built it up to a certain position where, yeah, it did warrant spending more and more time on, and now, yeah, I suppose I do this full time. Right, we've got a fifth. We've got 38 minutes left. You thought it was a shoe shop? Brilliant, Brad. Brilliant. You thought it was a shoe shop. I love it. So yeah, I still do work, and if I ever get called, you know, that comes first still. But yeah, I am here full time. Yeah, it'll never be seen as a proper job, and if you talk about the pressures or the stress, it's almost like you can't use words like that associated with trying to run a YouTube channel. So I never really talk about that side. But yeah, it's not a real job, is it? You know, but then what is a real job these days? The working market, the employment market has just changed so much that it's almost a bit like physical and digital this. It's almost like the workplace is becoming digital, you know? So the fact that I work digitally doesn't make it any less of a job. It just means that people's opinions of it are less than a job. 3 hours, Lustin. I've never done any job in my whole life, and I've had quite a few jobs. I've never done any job in my life that is so time consuming and takes up so much of my time, not just in pure playing, but just in research and playing outside of the stream and thinking about. It's just all encompassing. Luckily, I fucking love it. Otherwise, it would drive you mental, I think. Luckily, I want to do more. I want to do more. I want to stream more. I want to play more. I want to learn more. So it's a win-win. Aren't we all though, Andy? You know, to a certain extent, all gamers are a little bit socially awkward. It's just, this is where the 80s nerd come from. It wasn't nerd. It was just people who had trouble socializing, I suppose. And you turned to computer games, and then you met other people that like computer games, and suddenly, you wasn't alone. And I think streams are fantastic for that. We can all come in here and be whatever you want. Yeah, you haven't got to talk. You type chatting. It's brilliant. Yeah, working from home is almost like the holy grail a few years ago. But try doing it all day, every day, And like I say, my wife, well, I didn't say, but my wife works full time. So, I'm a man, I'm a geezer, but I'm not shy of a hoover or a mop. So throughout the day, I do try and keep it nice and tidy. And so when she comes in from her work, which is proper work, let's say, standing up and going up and downstairs all day, teaching kids, going out for PE. When she comes home from work, I like to, make sure it's all nice and clean and smelling nice. But when you work from home, yeah, you get little jobs like that chucked on you, But that's what I like about streams. There's 167 people here. Can you imagine the 167 stories that we've all got about our lives? It's just so broad, isn't it? But suddenly, a video game and an idiot in the corner can just, tie it all together. We can have a nice old chat, mess about with a video game, and just enjoy it. And I fucking love streaming. It is amazing. I love it. Imagine all our different paths that we've all trodden. Some will be similar, some will be completely and utterly alien to each and every one of us. There's 167, well, someone's left. 166, who else is going to leave? 166 different stories of life, different ages, different everything, This is the Porsche Cayman, DJ. Yeah, Rusty's still up there. Oh, Phoenix has taken it from Slim, though. Slim's gone down to 4th now. Yeah, of course. Oh, God, mine has Stimson. Yeah, wow. Yeah. But it's all what makes us, isn't it? It's all part of our little journey. Yeah, of course, Hanksy, yeah. And, Max is no trouble, but I've had him for a few months now. Just me and him, and my wife has been at work on and off throughout lockdown and all that. But, yeah, it is difficult. It stops you, on Thursday, I'll be able to do what I want to do. So when everyone goes to work, I can do what I want to do until everyone comes home. So if I want to stream, if I want to make a video, but when obviously everyone's home, it's awkward, isn't it? Should we go out for lunch? That's me saying that as well. Do you want to go out for lunch? Actually, we should go out for a walk, or I'm going to go and do a video, But actually, I feel, you're talking about awkward, Andy. I've got nothing to hide in front of my wife. If she opened the door now, I still talk the same. But I don't like making videos when there's other people in the house. I don't like it. When I'm talking to the camera, because at this particular moment, I'm talking to you, aren't I? I'm not talking to the camera. But if I'm making a video, I don't like it when anyone else is in the house or they can hear me. Really weird. I don't care if they hear me talking to you, because I'm talking to real people. But when you're talking to yourself, and I get tripped over with me words, and I start thinking, are they out there listening? I don't like it. Right, we're 5th here. We've got 32 minutes left. Yeah, Rusty is a surefire bet, absolutely. Yeah, Slim's in there, he's 4th. I need to get out more, Andy, as well. The thing is, I like it indoors. I'm an indoors person. I think you either are or you aren't, you know? You know, you get these people that just, no, I'm going stir crazy, I have to go out. I don't think I've ever felt stir crazy indoors. You know, you get the people use that saying, don't they? Oh, I'm going stir crazy, I've got to get out. I think, what? No, I love it indoors. I'm an indoors person. Absolutely. I love going out as well, of course. But I've never been stir crazy, for want of a better word. Oh, I love it indoors. You can drink beer in the garden, yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm definitely a homeboy, yeah, all day long. It is a bit weird because it's like society makes you think that way. Sometimes I think on a normal week, fuck me, I haven't been out of the house for 4 days. You know, I wave everyone off and I'm just here doing my little thing. I'm just here doing my thing. I go to the office once a week. Other than that, you know, I don't really go out that much. Yeah, I understand, Andy. You're still having human contact here, though, not only with me and everyone in the chat. It's not a substitute, but certainly I loved it throughout lockdown. You know, just getting everyone together and just trying to get some normality. I absolutely loved lockdown for mental amounts of hours streaming, and I did put some fucking hours in, didn't I? And just yeah, just being live. I wanted to keep the day they said about lockdown. I said to my wife, I just want to keep that channel live as much as possible, and I did do my best to do it. Yeah, see you later, Dean. Thanks for coming in, mate. Good luck at work, mate. The streams will probably go down with like 20 people throughout the day, wouldn't it? When everyone fucks off back to work and school, I'll be like, hey! Oh shit, there's just 4 people. He's evidently got his priorities. That's just to pay the wages at the shop. Yeah, it's just to pay the wages. Yeah, but you would you would, Andy, you know? People adapt, and that's what you got to remember about yourself. Yeah, I'm not talking about you, but if anyone feels socially awkward, just go out and talk to people. I guarantee within an hour you won't be socially awkward. The same as if you had to do Pete's job, you'd probably shit yourself and not sleep the night before. By the end of the first day, you'd be like, I can do this. That's what humans are, isn't it? Adaptable. It'd be easy to read the chat, yeah. Oh, absolutely, Stimson. Yeah, 100%. You know, you go for a restaurant and you got someone else snotting next to you or on the table or talking too loudly, and you end up listening to their bloody conversation rather than yours. You go to the cinema and you just hear people rustling fucking bags around. Yeah, you're better off indoors. And homes are so much more equipped, aren't they? You know, if you've got a nice TV and a PlayStation and a nice comfy sofa, these are luxurious items our dads and granddads and all that never really had. That's why they wanted to go out down the pub, wasn't it? But our homes these days are, well, they're like bloody technical hubs, aren't they? Who wants to go out when you've got all that luxurious indoors, you know? Yeah, I'm not big on pubs because I don't really like drunk people, you know? Mouth breathers, yeah. Especially nowadays, yeah. They're the great unwashed, literally. Yeah, especially the old-fashioned pubs. I mean, most pubs have got with the time and done food, but you go to an old-fashioned pub, it's just people sitting around, isn't it, getting pissed. And if you ever go for breakfast at, say, Weatherspoons at, say, 9:30 in the morning, there's people up at the bar getting beers at 9:30. It's like, what the fuck? That's too early. See you later, Ian. Thanks for coming in, mate. Have you literally been off, Mondo? You haven't been working from home or anything like that? Just literally off? Yeah, Henrik, this is a lovely rig. This is a Sparko seat and a Sparko rig. Yeah, very, very comfortable. In 3 hours is nothing. I've done a 24-hour stream in this seat before, and I'm doing another one in 18 days' time as well. Yeah, I'm not a drinker, Stimson. I will have a little cheeky JD now and again. I've learnt to relish the taste of it, not the effects. I'm not interested in getting drunk, but I've learnt to, especially JD and Jim Beam, that sort of bourbon side of whiskey. I don't like single malt, but bourbon I've learnt to really taste it and taste all the little quirks in it. I drink for the taste, not the effects. I'm not interested in getting drunk. And I will have no more than 3 JDs at any one time, ever. Oh, you've been off the whole time. So what have you been doing to keep yourself busy then, Mondeo? I'm not sort of singling you out. I'm interested, you know. What has one been doing to keep yourself from not going crazy? Oh, beer's a load of shit. You can't beat a nice shandy, though. A proper lemonade shandy, regardless of how embarrassing it is to ask for, on a summer's afternoon in a beer garden, and have half a shandy. Oh, delicious. Absolutely delicious. But yeah, cracking open a can of beer. Oh, I love the taste of Stella. No. You're drinking that for the effects, aren't you? It's almost the opposite of what I've just described. You're drinking that not for the taste, you're drinking that for the effect, really. Or most people are, anyway. Watching YouTube mostly, GT Sport, yeah. Just keeping yourself busy, isn't it? I'm definitely going to be lonely when you fuckers go back to work, aren't I? We've been used to sort of a couple of hundred in during the day. What's it going to go down to? Oh, Coke is my thing. Yeah, Coke's my thing. Not Diet Coke. Not interested in Diet Coke. And don't dare put ice in it if I'm coming to your pub. Because you wouldn't put water in a beer, would you? People will go up the wall, and yet they fill your glass up with ice. 5 minutes later, it tastes like water, and you've just sold this to me for the same price as a pint of beer. Fuck off. Take your ice out, stick it up your arse, and give me a proper one. That's not me talking to you, by the way. Third Stella going down nicely. Enjoy it, Heavy. No, Matthew, no, would never do anything like that. Not only that, they're only actually selling you half a glass of Coke, aren't they? Because they've just filled it up with frozen water squares. You know, clever, isn't it? A glass bottle. Oh, from a bottle. Yeah, got you. Coke. You know when you go to some pubs or restaurants and they say we've only got Coke in these glass bottles. If you drink it out of the glass bottle, oh, it tastes beautiful. It tastes so much better than a can. Artifactual. I do have sweeteners in my tea though, purely because I drink so much tea that if I put 2 big scoops of sugar in, if you added up how much sugar I was having all day, I did go to sweeteners. So yeah, I don't know what the side effect of that is, but it's got to be better than eating all that sugar. I don't really go on the Xbox One, David, I'll be honest. Yeah, I don't really play on that. I play Netflix on there. But I don't know anyone that would rather go to a pub than drink indoors now, you know? One, it's just crazily more expensive. Two, you're surely better off more comfortable in your own place. Obviously, people like to go out. They got that stir crazy thing. Oh, let's go out to a pub. What, to sit down in their house? I'll sit down in my fucking house. Yeah, I just don't like it with no sugar. Yeah, why drink at a pub? Yeah, yeah, because you get 2 or 3 pints for that, wouldn't you? 18 cans, bloody hell. Depends how crazy the miss is, yeah. Yeah, my home's better than the pub home. I'd rather be in my home, thanks very much. You know, I suppose they can come round to me, whatever, but I'm staying here. Last time I went to a pub, literally, as a proper task, right? Let's go to a pub. Was a little while ago when I brought my new car. I wanted to take my wife in it, my wife out in it, and the job was right. Let's go to a pub. That was the last time I've been to a pub for years. Other than that, the only time I'd be in a pub is if it's a restaurant. Right, I got Slim all over me here like a fucking tramp on chips, so... Oh, you built a little... Oh, okay, yeah, nice one, Brad. Yeah, just depressing, yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's bigger than the double garage. I don't know if you remember, we was going to move a little while ago, but we didn't sell our house in time. But it did have a basement, this house that we were interested in, and I was going to turn that into like a little mini pub stroke nightclub, just for the sheer hell of it. But it didn't go through in the end. But that was my plan. That I would have loved, because especially if it's in your basement, you could almost do it on a social thing. Do you want to go to the pub tonight? Get your friends around. Let's go to the pub. Let's go downstairs and have our own little pub. I love the idea of that. I've always wanted a man cave pub, but it didn't happen. Tramp on trips, yeah. We've got 18 minutes. This 3 hours went quite quickly. Imagine in a couple of weeks when I'm sitting here for 24 hours. So I am doing a 24-hour live stream in 18 days' time, actually, here on the channel, using Gran Turismo at Le Mans. So the Le Mans 24 hours. If you want to know more about that, in the first line of the description, there's a very, very brief video just giving you details. I'd love it if you haven't already seen that. If you could maybe go and give that a little quick watch and help in any way that you can. It's for a children's charity. It's not just for fun, it is for a children's charity. And to start with, Stimson, yeah. To start with. And look at this livery. Pete in the chat made this for me. This is one of our Demelza cars. That's the name of the charity, Demelza's Hospice Care. It looks after sick and terminally ill children, so that's who we're raising money for. Not tonight, but on the 19th of September. £4 a pint. Yeah, it's expensive, isn't it? Right, we're 5th. I think we might end on 5th, you know, which wouldn't be too bad. There was 16 of us to start with, so I'm all right with 5th, but I don't think we can get any more than that. Yeah, I mean, this is the 4th one that I've done, Brad, so I'm a bit of an old hand at them. I normally start at 6 in the evening and go through to 6 in the evening, obviously 24 hours. I'm trying something a little bit different this year. I'm starting earlier. I'm starting 2 in the afternoon, because what I've found is that by 2 in the afternoon I'm just hanging around waiting to start. And I thought if I just do it slightly different, yeah, it might just make it feel different, rather than treading the same sort of hourly ground on the 24-hour. Like I know at 6 in the morning, once I come back from a very quick break, I know that then I'll start to crash a little bit. I thought, well, if I change the times, that crashing might not happen. So yeah, I'm starting at 2:30 in the afternoon this time, which would be nice, because it'll go so quickly until 6, and I think, well, I've already done 4 hours. I've only got to do 20 instead of 24. Not much less, but I've only hit that chicane once tonight, which is pretty amazing. Yeah, please do, Brad. Please do, mate. It will be open to everyone. And we'll be doing 4-hour races, 3-hour races, 1-hour races, not just one 24-hour race, because obviously if you're not there at the start, you can't join in at all. So there is 24 hours of racing, constant racing, but they're going to be broken up into manageable chunks. No longer than 4 hours, no less than probably 2 hours. Just race after race after race. Yeah, exactly, John. So I think I can get to midday quite easily, and then I've only got a couple of hours to go. I think it'll be all right. Oh, nice one, Brad. Well, you'll be able to bed it in on the 24-hour then. That's all right, Stimson. Be good to see you on there. Absolutely, it would. Because don't forget, we do, as well as races, we have the... I still haven't thought of a word for it. It's not a parade lap, but open lobby. So I'll still be racing, but you can bring in whatever you want. If you want to come in a car, if you want to come in a Subaru, if you want to come in a bloody GR1, and it looks so cool. Spectate cams on. There's all sorts of different cars, all sorts of different speeds taking over each other, and them sort of open lobbies are perfect for people that don't really want to race, but do want to get involved. So yeah, you're still driving around, you're still going fast, but sorry, my throat's going. You can come in the Samba bus, yeah, you can do. But yeah, so in between every race, there'll be at least an hour open lobby where people can come in and go, yeah, I'll come and join you for an hour, drive around, have a race around, that's all good. Right, now we're starting a 3-hour race. Okay, I'm going to dip out because I don't want to race. Or, yeah, actually, I will stay for the 3-hour race, you know, that sort of thing. So there's a bit, hopefully, something for everyone. No, it's not about experience heavy, especially on a fundraising thing. It's all for fun. It's all about just getting involved together, trying to raise as much money as possible. Obviously, times are hard. I know, I understand that. But I've got my fingers crossed that we're going to have a good year. The charities need it. Not just Amelza, all charities. You know, they haven't been able to do nothing throughout lockdown. And I don't think they've got a huge amount of help from the government. So all charities are struggling. And I think of, you know, a children's charity struggling. Horrible, you know. Hello, RCZ Joe. How are you? That's my son. Better than his last name, isn't it? That's my eldest. I was streaming Bus Sim today, actually. Yeah, on them open lobbies, there is no pressure. You can just drive around. We don't even start the race. We just do the open lobby, so you can come in and race around, you know? Yeah, say hello to my son, RCZ. Yeah, see, Andy remembers your other name. Yeah, not the best, was it? Do you really, Brad? No, in fact, it was bus related, wasn't it? Right, we've got 11 minutes left. That 3 hours went pretty quick, I think. The question is, can we... We got 34 seconds behind. No, thank you, Joe. 34 seconds behind Slim. I think even if he has to pit, I think I've got to settle for 5th on this one. We was just talking about you, Joe, saying about how you do all the work for me so I can just sit here playing video games. He's been rushed off his feet today while I've been streaming fucking bus sim and pretending to be a rally driver. He's a bloody good lad though. He's awesome. He runs my business better than I did. Finally. Yeah, he's very, very good. Yeah, I want to see you joining in as well, Pete. Yeah, see you later, Matthew. Thanks for chatting and coming in, mate. Nice to have you here. There was another year, I think it might have been the first year, I don't know if any of you remember Panzer. I think Panzer had either a son with a disability or a nephew with a disability. He wanted to join in with the charity. Obviously I didn't know at the time he had whatever disability, I didn't ask. But someone come into the race and it was a 4-hour race and they was crashing into every bloody corner. Obviously our first reaction was, what the fuck, what's going on? And then obviously we heard that I think he was a young lad, I don't know the exact details, but he had a disability, but he wanted to join in with the charity so much. He stayed for 4 hours driving like that. I thought it was fucking awesome. By the end it was just brilliant, you know. And it didn't stop him once. He just drove like that the whole way through. But he was that adamant that he wanted to join in. It was awesome. Really touching. Obviously, to start with, it was a bit like, fucking hell, you know? And they say games only breed violence and drive-by shootings. Pathetic, isn't it? You know, you only have to look at what we do just on that one thing, raising money once a year. It's pathetic that people think video games are the issue. It's not, it's people, isn't it? You know, it's like you don't get horrible dogs, you get horrible owners, don't you? Hello Paul, how are you? Thank you very much. Yeah, exactly, Gordon. Yeah. Video games cause violence. And then the last couple of years that we've been doing the 24-hour has been on Father's Day. So Father's Day this year was the first Father's Day I've had with my kids for 2 years, because every single year I've been sitting here. But obviously this year it's been postponed. So I really did enjoy having Father's Day with my kids. So it was a little commitment of me to just go, look, it's Father's Day. Sorry, kids, come on, let's get behind this together. But yeah, the last couple of years, Max, definitely the first year, he would choose at the end of the stream, at the end of 24 hours, when I'm at my weakest, to come in and give me this bloody emotional card. I know. I'm starting to fill up thinking about it. I've still got it out there. You know, like, Dad, you're my superhero and that. Right at the end of a 24-hour stream, like, oh, don't do this to me, Max. And the other year, he made a little card of our Type 7 or Type 6 transporters in Elite that we both like. Lovely, you know, lovely. So we won't get that this year because it's not Father's Day. Oh, nice one, Heavy. You would be welcome to join the whole bloody thing. There are a few lads that did last year as well, and I think they did better than me, because I've got the chat to keep me going tonight, and I've got the pressure of, look, you fucking fall asleep, and it's on the internet, you know. Well, there was some lads, I won't name names, but they're driving with me for the entire 24 hours, and when a couple of times throughout the stream, you know, I've literally been like, fucking hell, I'm going, and I have to sit up and I talk to you. They haven't got that pressure. They could just go, I'll miss out on the next race. No one will know. I'll have a little kip. And they didn't. There's 2 or 3 lads that raced the entire 24 hours with me. You know, when all their wives and everyone went to bed, and they're just driving around. Amazing. They did a way better job than me. Absolutely. You know, I'm on the internet. I can't fucking fall asleep, can I? Imagine it. That would go in the papers, wouldn't it? If I'm like that. But no one would have known, no one would have thought any worse, but no, they raced with us. Amazing. Yeah, see you later, Leaky. Yeah, you did, Stimson, yeah. The Euro Truck one, I mean, even from my point of view, where it was so relaxed, it was actually really easy. It was a total pleasure. The last 2 racing ones I've done have not been as pleasurable because it's endurance racing, you know. It's going fast constantly, it's braking, accelerating, braking, you know. So the last 2, they're not, the racing one isn't as enjoyable, but I don't mind that because it's endurance racing. The trucking, 24 hours of constant trucking, I don't know where the time went. I honestly, and my back did not ache once. It just because I was sitting here so fucking relaxed, driving around Europe on Euro Truck. We raced 2.5 grand. Can you believe that? And that was just as the country went into lockdown, and we still raced 2.5 grand. Amazing. Yeah, absolutely amazing. So actually on the channel, so far on the channel, we've raised over £10,000 for good causes. I mean, it's incredible, really, isn't it? Who would have thought that would have happened? You know, absolutely crazy. Oh, me too, Stimson. Yeah, 100%. And that's why I said to you at the start, I think this will be the swan song, I think it's called, for GT Sport. It's coming right to the end of its life. I'm going to be playing it a lot over the next 3 weeks anyway. And then with the 24 hour, I think that'll probably pretty much be us done on GT Sport. And then we can just look forward to the other one. I suppose there could be a revival of GT Sport if on the PlayStation 5 it's got some kind of remaster or using the graphical power and it makes it into better frame rate, better textures, then yeah, maybe we'll get back on it. But in terms of Gran Turismo Sport, it's not bad to say it's 3 hours, is it? The 24-hour trucking, I don't know if you was there, was you, Andy? That was this seat, and the other 2 racing seats have been the GT Amiga. Yeah, so the last 24-hour I did in the Sparco bucket seat, which is fixed. You don't. The difference is with this seat, although it's not initially comfortable because it is made of fiberglass. You know, there's not much padding, but there's no padding for you to seep into. Whereas with, say, the GT Amiga seat, yeah, they're initially really comfortable, but obviously for 24 hours... Oh, of course you were, Andy, sorry. Yeah, of course you were. With the GT Amiga, it's almost the opposite. There's that initial comfort of softness, but then where you sink into it, you get a little bit more discomfort. Whereas this is the opposite. It feels, actually, you sit in it instantly, and it feels quite hard, but long term, this is actually really comfortable. Yeah, Kenny, we are going to be playing GT Sport over the next 17 days quite regularly, so yeah, we will... yeah, sorry Andy, I know you were there. Yeah, we'll be doing lots of GT Sport over the next few weeks. And then yeah, that very similar to what the Euro Truck stream done for me. It sort of killed me of trucking. It did really drain me completely. And it will probably do it to GT Sport, so the chances of GT Sport being here much after the 24 hour. It's time to move on. The new consoles are going to be out. Who knows what's going to happen? Yeah, I had to have a man cushion on there. Yeah, you're right, Pete. Yeah, I had to have a man cushion, didn't I? Yeah, it's a brilliant farewell to GT. and I can't wait for the next version. Right, we're done. 3 hours. That was... see, if this was the 24-hour now, what we would do now is I'd go and have a quick drink. I don't really have any breaks in the 24-hour. And we would open up a casual lobby, I suppose would be the want of a better word, where I'll open it up to any class. We'll continue to race around Le Mans. You know, I will be racing as fast as I can. There'll be slower cars, there'll be comedy cars, there'll be faster cars. It'll be great. And then we do that for about an hour, maybe 2 hours. That's a bit more relaxed. And then we get on with a race, and 4-hour race, 3-hour race, 2-hour race. It's all good. A beaded seat cover, they're meant to be really comfortable, aren't they? So I'm quite happy with the fifth. I know there's only 8 of us now. Quite a few dropped out. We did start with a full grid of 16. This is what happens in endurance. People lose connection. People have to go. People get fed up. It's all good. No, comedy car's like a bloody car or something, you know? He's led it. He has, yeah. Rusty is just back with it, isn't it? Well, we have got the Samba Bus livery, which I've still got, Pete. The final livery. That's it. That's all, folks. So we'll definitely be doing that. Yeah, see you later, David. Yeah, no stream tomorrow. I'm going to take my little boy Max out. It's his final day off before going back to school. So hopefully, fingers crossed, the weather's good. I'm going to take him out on the motorbike. We're going to go for a long drive tomorrow, or ride. So we're going to go out together. Hopefully, take him to the seaside, have some chips. If the weather's good. If not, I'll take him somewhere and do something. Well, that's it. When we cross the finish line, that will be it. So yeah, 99 laps, and a bitch ain't one. I enjoyed that though. That was cool. Thanks, Red. So before I go, before you go, please, if you haven't done already, please check out the video. It's in the first line of the description. It will give you a little bit more info about what I'm planning to do in 17 days time. So yeah, if you could just check that out on your way out. That was cool. Well done, Slim. I give Glenn a proper clump up the arse then. Brilliant. Right, that is it. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for joining me all night. I know a lot of you have been here for the entire 3 hours. Well done, Rusty. And I will see you sometime Thursday.